Act 1 of the Vampires of Transylvania. Balgrim, Soren and Seraphon all started travelling together throughout Transylvania to try and find a way to defeat Vlad Dracula Tepesh, the cruel and warmongering ruler of the lands. Seraphon had his fall from grace when he decided to make a deal with the chaotically evil, but also very powerful ancient white dragon, Gorgoroth the Frozen Doom. Soren finally defeated his master and stood up for himself and is now feeling a lot more confident, happy and calm in himself. However, slightly disappointed in his mentor and who he looked up to, Seraphon. Balgrim has become cursed by a pair of claws that have boosted his power greatly, but at a cost. He then found out that the claws once belonged to the also chaotic evil demigod by the name of Malrock, who is also the one and the same that killed all of Balgrim's brothers and cursed him with the curse of the lycanthrope. Our three have travelled far and wide over the length and breadth of Transylvania, trying to find allies and trying to find answers on how to defeat this great foe, with some successes and some failures. Having found Trinian and his husband, Captain Okbar, the Venator tribe, having freed them, some of the women from the vampire nest, and also helping them build a hearth, which seems to have staved off some of Seraphon's corruption that has been spreading over him. And now they have made their way to the very southeast of Transylvania, to the cusp of Tavros. Tavros, of course, being the neighbouring country that was destroyed by Vlad and his armies 20 years ago when Tavros tried to invade to overthrow Vlad and his rule. The king of Tavros, in an absolute mad, desperate attempt to save the part of his kingdom that was still potentially still there, decided to split the country in two by erupting every single volcano down the centre of Tavros. Tavros being a more hot, humid and tropical setting than Transylvania. And they have found some refugees from Tavros and from the war that have told them that they are mad for wanting to try and travel into Tavros to find answers in the form of this floating necromancer's castle that may or may not still be floating over the absolutely derelict and broken Tavros. They went and cleared out some spiders as a favour to the refugees in order to get their food supplies back up and running. Seraphon spoke with a fellow Fornax follower and has perhaps reconsidered his position and maybe doesn't see it as a bad thing anymore, taking the deal with Gorgoroth. Balgrim is starting to learn how to make healing potions, is in the very early stages of, and Soren found that his magic squid skin is now magic squid skin beef jerky. Unfortunately. As it was left in the bag, untreated. The kind of leader of the survivor group, Alara, has warned the boys that travelling over into Tavros will be, I mean, for most people, a death sentence because of the smudge, the magma and fire creatures that have started roaming the earth after coming out of the volcanoes, and has told them that they will be able to take them as far as they can before it is up to the boys to make the rest of the journey to the other side of Tavros. However, before we catch up with the boys and find out their plans to step over the line into Tavros, we have to find out what happened to someone else in Transylvania. So, what I'm about to show you happened 5 days ago. And boys, if you would like to unmute the stream and watch, you will see what happened to one of your allies. So the events take place close to dawn as the sun just begins to peek up over the horizon, casting a long warm glow over the streets of Transylvania. Tavros has snuck his way back in through the north secret entrance and has made his way quietly through the streets, weaving, keeping out of sight, keeping his hood up, and has made it back into the centre of the city, close to his residence. He has taken his time to make sure that no one is watching him too closely as he slips through the side entrance to his residence, in through the main door, and is greeted by his servants. They make a fuss over him, noting that his boots and coat are particularly dirty, which will not do. So he strips off, hands them over, and tells them to take them away to clean them, and that he will retire up into his smoking lounge. This opulent room is large, with a massive fireplace still roaring, rugs laid out on the floor, long chaise longues, portraits of families bygones, and as he opens up the door to kick back, relax before the sun finally peaks up and he takes his long rest, what does he see, Marble?
As he walks in, he sees, in what I would guess is his favorite chair, sitting next to maybe a fireplace made of red velvet on the cushioning and hard dark wood framing it, he sees his king, Vlad Dracula Tepesh, sitting. He's holding a glass of probably blood of a fine vintage, and he looks over from the side-eye glance and says, "Tavros, where have you been?"
Tavros, completely taken aback, as the king normally doesn't come into his subjects' residences unless it is a party of some sort. Takes a few steps forward, gives the most gracious bow he has ever given in his undead life, raises his head and says, "Good morning, my king. Unexpected visit, but pleasure to have you nonetheless."
I appreciate your kind words and your hospitality, though strange as this may be. I found it strange that I went looking for you and you were missing. Can you account for the past few days that you've been gone?
Apologies, Your Majesty. Had I known that you were in need of my service, I would have returned more promptly. I went north, of course, to go to the port to make sure that this most magnificent of warships is under construction to the highest of standards. I am glad to report that of course it is. My family takes pride in all of their work.
I'm so glad to hear of your diligence.
And he gives a very, very polite bow again.
But I seem to recall when I sent for you, my familiars did not head to the north. They headed elsewhere. And I never heard back from them, which was quite concerning.
Of course, Your Majesty. I seem to remember seeing a flock of ravens. However, one can never be too careful when they leave the capital. There are enemy spies everywhere. Apologies, Your Majesty. If I had only known they were yours, I would have staved my claws.
At this, Vlad swirls the glass of blood and then lilts it to the side, pouring it onto the ground,
Oof.
onto his nice carpet, before dropping the glass, and slowly begins to rise from the chair to stare at the portraits that are on, like, I'm assuming one hangs beautifully above the fireplace.
And this would be a
And looks at
portrait
them.
of Davros's mother and father. Scattered round this place are family portraits going back centuries.
You know, I knew your mother and father. They were loyal servants to my father. How long has it been now?
Since their passing,
Yes.
the Great War, Your Majesty. I believe it was the dragon, Grogoroth himself, that slew them both.
I thought they had raised a wise son and a loyal son, loyal to his king. But I fear they may have failed in that. If only they had been alive a little longer to teach you better. And at this, he slowly starts to turn towards Tavros.
I have been nothing but a humble servant of yours, my liege. If there is anything that I can do to prove myself, I would gladly take this opportunity. And he's kind of like nervously taking a step backwards as you like approach him.
He's gonna cast suggestion,
Oh, okay.
and
DC
he's going to,
18.
and he's going to request simple. He's going to ask a question as he casts it, saying, "Tell me the truth, please." And as he says "truth," he is going to cast the spell.
Okay, so this is a wisdom saving throw from Davros then.
Correct.
DC 18. Okay, I'm just gonna roll it here so we can both see it, and I'll add my... Okay, Wisma. So 14, 15, 16, he fails his wisdom saving throw. So, he is compelled to tell you the truth then, yes?
Correct. Theoretically, he doesn't have to speak.
Yeah.
But the truth is what is requested upon this.
Okay, so you've asked him to speak the truth, and he's aware that you've cast a spell on him, and he is aware that he has failed dramatically. He is looking very, very nervous right now. If a vampire could sweat, he would probably be sweating. I'd imagine you can see slight trembles in his, perfectly sculpted face, the almost like twitch of the mouth and the twitch of the eye. And he's like, "Of course, Your Majesty. Whatever you desire, I can." And he's like, blah, blah, blah. He's just like trembling in his words.
Where were you? Just that intent is just staring at daggers into Tavros.
I went southwards.
For what purpose?
I went to find the three that have been causing trouble here.
And were you successful?
Yes, I was. I found them.
Are they dead?
I believe they will be soon enough. Which, as Druid, does believe that what they're doing will lead to their death.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Everyone's told them not to go to Tavros. Everyone's told them to stay away. And as far as he's concerned, he's like, going there just equals death.
So with that, Vlad will, instead of approaching, slightly easing, hearing the truth a little bit, he'll say, "And where are they now?"
They are crossing over into Tavros.
And what purpose could they have in Tavros?
Now, they didn't actually tell Davros what they were doing. He would say that he doesn't know. Which is, again, the truth.
It's been a long time since I've considered paying any attention to that slag heap of rock. Maybe I should send something that way to check. See how things have changed in the years since the war. See what damage that mad king caused his own home. He looks up at Tavros with this and says, "You will not be that messenger. I have a different task for you." He's going to stride over towards the decanter in the corner where maybe two more glasses sit, pouring himself and Tavros a glass. He walks over, hands the glass to Tavros,
Which he takes with shaky hands.
I'm not a fan of destroying relationships, especially with my own kind. And you have been on very shaky ground, Tavros. I hope my meeting here has reminded you of where your loyalty should lie. And know, if I ever catch you lying to me again, even about the slightest thing as the temperature outside, I will have you chained to the bottom of that warship you are building, and you will be dragged beneath it until it sinks to the bottom of the sea. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Good. And with this, he will walk past and out of the house.
Excellent. And Tavros is distraught. He knew that talking with the 3D ingredients was a big risk, and he knew that he was potentially going to catch your eye. He did not expect you to walk into his own home. But he is grateful that he is still alive for the time being. And your threat was well heard.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Marble.
You're very welcome, Scotty.
Would you like to say anything to the guys, the pre-recording, before we go back to the usual?
Keep your eyes peeled. The entirety of this world will be in my domain soon.
Hey!
Oh,
Well, did you
Wow.
enjoy?
Wow, incredible. Wow.
amazing. That was terrifying.
So yes, unfortunately, Marble has not been able to play with us live, but he is a busy man. But we managed to grab some time the other day to pre-record that, and those are the past events that have happened in Transylvania when Tavros made his way back to his home. Now we fast forward to the present, and it is the morning of your guys' departure. You've woken up to a scarlet sky to the east. Alara has came and woke you up and has given you your protective clothing to pass over into Tavros. These clothes are lighter and more breathable than what you would normally wear. You have a protective scarf that you can wrap around your face, your mouth, and kind of like bring it down slightly over your eyes, as the air in Tavros is putrid, thick, and full of ash. She also tells you that because of the low spirits of her people, many of the many of the trackers that have been sent out over the years have given up hope and do not want to journey with you. However, she has found one, a ranger by the name of I wrote it down here. Do you know what? I can't pronounce that, so I'm gonna change his name. Yeah. His name is let's think. What could we name him? Hermione Ranger? No. Do you know what?
Oh, also,
Yeah?
I forgot to mention too. The Balgrim Blood Hunter's misspelled on the overlay.
Oh,
It's
you're
Bood
kidding.
Hunter.
Boot Hunter.
No.
Well, I'll sort that out for next time. Thank you.
Yes.
Boot Hunter. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, let's call him Enric.
Enric, love it.
Enric,
Okay.
yes.
Enric the Ranger.
Enric the Ranger, yep. Who doesn't say much. He is the strong, silent type. Think of, like, you know, your typical edgelord. That's probably what his character looks like. Cloaked in darkness, with a personality that matches. And yeah, they take you to the edge of the edge of Transylvania, and before you see a barren, desolate, dry desert with what looks as if was potentially trees at some point poking out in the distance that just look like black silhouettes of twigs. A constant dark haze of smoke covering the land. Further in, you can see an orange-red glow, which you're told is probably from the magma lakes that now run through Tavros instead of water. And before you head off as well, Elsba comes and gives you supplies in the form of dried fish and simple kind of like dried bread that's not gonna go bad. You're told to use this sparingly if you can, as you will find probably no food in Tavros.
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to do before you set off?
Well, I think I'm ready.
Let
Effort just maybe.
We're
me
still
think.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to track down any extra ropes, like climbing supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? What else? I'm not really about it. Does anyone need to stock up on more uses arrows, do they? Or a bow?
I have a hand crossbow, but I don't usually use it that much.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
That's pretty
you,
much it. Just, yeah.
in your adventuring pack / dungeoneer pack, you have about 50 watt of rope.
Feet.
Thank you. I was running through all the units in my head. Feet of rope. If you want, you could grab another 50 feet each.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Okay, so you now have 100 feet of rope between yous.
Whoosh.
I already have rope, so
Mm-hmm.
with me, so I think that's okay.
Okay. Unfortunately, your squid skin is taking longer than the couple of days that it took to prepare yous to get ready for your journey into Tavros. It
That's
is
fine.
in pretty bad shape. And the tanner has had a look at it and has decided that it's going to take a while to try and repair.
Yeah, no problem. We're gonna take it up. We're gonna take it up when we come back.
Yeah.
When we come back.
Yeah. That's also one of the reasons why the tanner has said that, yeah, I'll
Yeah,
get
please.
round to it. Because he's looking at you three going, they're not going to come back.
Fair enough. Just little trust.
Mm-hmm.
So little trust.
Okay. Does Enric need anything?
Enric is fully suited and booted. He's got his kind of like adventure pack on his back. He's got ropes attached to his hip belt, pittons. He's also gave yous or advised you to get yourselves spiked boots as well that you can attach like on to your shoes, because with a lot of the volcano and kind of like just dirt and dust and everything, like a lot of the rock faces will be slippy, kind of like little bits of rock that will come away. So he's advised that if you can get something to make it easier for you to traverse those areas.
Okay.
Is there like climbing supplies, like spiked shoes?
You'll be able to buy them, yeah.
Yeah, let's buy some of those.
Yeah,
Yep.
they'll be like a gold each or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
All right,
they're-
I'll mark that off.
Mhm.
Spike boots.
And they literally just like you put your foot in and then you wrap them round. Redeem point of
Okay.
inspiration for the lads. Oh, do you know what? See, since it's Act 2, Episode 1, these can all have a point of inspiration.
Oh,
Oh,
wow! Thank you, Boogie and Dion.
Nice,
you
thank
can
you.
all have
thank
one.
you.
I'm feeling merciful today because this is
Cool, let's
this is
go.
gonna be
Yeah,
tough.
I've still got my one from last week. So that's
Okay, well you can't double up, so you just get one.
Oops. That's okay. Yes, that's fine. Thank you. So we got spiked.
Mhm.
What about
Yes.
like climbing, like climbing spikes, like pitons, that kind of stuff?
So God, would they have stuff like that? Yeah, they would. They maybe have enough to give yous maybe like 20 each, something like that. Not a massive amount, but
That's
yeah.
I guess it's kind of is it taken as that we're going to supply A standard supply of drinking water. I would like to take a few more drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
That
That would be wise.
Can I create water? Can I? I can't create. Any more?
As a paladin,
No, I
Mm.
cannot.
no, I was cleric
Don't
things.
so, no.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was previous Seraphon.
Oh, so
Seraphon,
Houseland. I can.
when he was
I
a
can
good boy.
He was a
Look,
good
I
boy.
can. I can purify food and drink if required.
That actually could be useful still. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Maybe there's
Because
a mud hole we can drink out of.
yeah, there might be some food spoilage potentially, depending on how long it takes you to cross over. So that could save yous.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just seeing if I can quickly change the spelling of the blood hunter. I'm just sending it to myself. Should be a quick fix. So yeah, you have your climbing gear, your boots, your rope, your what do you call it? Food supplies. Anything else you can think of?
Hmm.
It's feel like there's something so obvious. I'm just gonna be like, oh.
There we go. I've
And then
spelled it.
later on, James is gonna be like, well, you forgot to bring underwear. So
This and that and this.
Would I do that?
I would try to get a second water skin.
Mhm. Yeah,
At the moment,
easy
I've just one.
enough.
Yeah. So don't know
Nice.
how good it is. How good? How you say? How possible it is to get water there. So
Mm-hmm.
a second water skin would be nice.
Yeah. So with these guys traveling into Tavros so often, we'll say that they give you the kind of like survival gear that you need. Especially
Okay.
with one of their own in the form of Enric traveling with yous. So they give yous a smidge extra as well, because Enric's going to take you to a point, and then it's going to be yous are going to be on your own for the rest of the journey. Hi, Beef.
Oh. Cool.
All right. I think we've prepped enough. Time to journey to a new land and see what awaits us.
Can I ask, actually,
Mhm.
Alara?
Alana, yeah. Lara.
Alara, are there any, if we make it over,
Mm-hmm.
like, can you give us like a signal of something that will prove your existence
Ah.
and prove us as trustworthy people to the Tavrosians?
That's a good idea. Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. So she disappears for a bit and comes back, and what she gives you is a pin, and it's got a kind of like simple silver circle with a kind of ornate pattern round the outside of it, kind of filigrees and stuff like that. And in the middle, it has a T, but it's like an upside down sword. And she tells you that this is what they wore during the war.
Okay.
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 Nice.
And what about, are there any like names we can drop? Obviously yours, Alara.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else we might be able to say to prove you're alive? Just because I guess anyone can find a pin and a corpse, I suppose.
She tells you that, like, what she done to you guys when you first bumped into her, like, cast Zone of Truth. She tells you that it'll be most likely that if you go over the other side and there are survivors there, yous will probably be seen as suspicious. Like the first initial thought of anyone if you cross over will be that you are spies for Vlad. They might be a bit rough with you, they might be a bit handsy with you, but they'll probably do the same as she did. Cast Zone of Truth, ask you questions. You'll have the pin, you can drop Alara's name, the likes of the blacksmith that's there, Alphaba, stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
You can tell them that you
Yes.
travelled with Enric.
We will definitely not attack people when we first meet them. And I will look at Bulgrim.
Fair dues.
I cannot make a promise, but I will try.
Nice.
Okay, that's
Nice.
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 So yeah.
Mm-mm.
Before you set out, a lot of them gather to kind of like send you off. Alara and Elphabib and two of them, and they kind of like approach you and ask if they can say a prayer just to kind of like protect you from any harm that might come your way. So
I will take it. Yes.
yeah. So Alara prays to her god, and Elphaba prays to Fornax, and they cast aid on you.
Nice.
Oh.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, that's helpful.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll help as well.
Nice. Thank you, and thank you for the supplies. I sincerely hope we make it back.
I do too, and I hope that you find others on the other side. And if you see that castle, make sure that you destroy it.
Okay.
We will. It's a promise.
Okay.
So, the crossover into Tavros is a massive ditch. The land here has been dug away to stop the kind of like ash. Yeah, to stop the ash and any larva kind of stuff. Magma stuff like slipping over into Transylvania so that there's not like a forest fire or anything. So the first thing that they do is take ladders, and these ladders are like maybe like 40 feet, something like that, and prop them down and secure them for you to hop down into the ditch. The bottom of the ditch is just like probably up to about knee high in ash. So as soon as you land, it's a soft landing, but it's just ash. The ladders are then unclipped and handed over to you so that you can pin them onto the other side, and you climb up, and officially you have your boots in Tavros, which is again soft underfoot as the ash just kind of like blows past your ankles, and you look out and it is just desolate. Enric kind of like pulls the bits and bobs up. There's a small, very, very small set of kind of like fold away ladders that he attaches to his back and just kind of gives like a motion to start moving forward.
Okay. Ooh, it's on now. Enrique, take us, my boy.
So, Enric will be at the helm for however long he's at the helm. What about your guys? What is your marching orders as you cross over into Tavros?
Let's see
Yep.
here.
I
Do
don't
you have any
mind
thoughts?
taking following, as in first follow, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
So,
mind.
Enric, then Seraphon, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then who wants to be Piggy in the middle?
I think I go last.
Mhm.
Let's Soren go.
Soren,
So.
Okay.
I cover your back, guys.
Balgrim.
Nice.
Okay, so you've set off early. This is still pretty early morning. And you will have probably a day, your first kind of like day to travel. The difficulty that they have told you is trying to find somewhere safe at night. There are
Okay.
small kind of like alcoves and kind of holes that have appeared in the ground because of like monsters that have popped up out of the ground, the magma worm included. The difficulty will be finding them and making sure that they're safe to stay in at night. So the
Magma
first
worm. What?
that was one of the beasts.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
You
Yeah.
forgot about the magma
Shit.
The
I
last
forgot that there's magma worms out here. Oh no.
yes. So, for those of you that have forgot, because clearly the boys have, one of the beasts that was released from the ground when the volcanoes were erupted down the center was basically dune size magma worms. They burrow deep in the earth and come up to eat from the volcanoes. So their food supply seems to be the magma that is deep inside the volcano, and they travel around the center of Tavros, finding new food supplies and destroying whatever in their way. You can imagine that these things are pretty nasty. Maybe don't want to bump into one. And then there's all sorts of other magma beasts, fire beasts that are kind of wandering, as well as the smudge. So yes, the first leg of your journey, so we'll split your journey days into kind of like morning, afternoon, and evening. So again, you can do survival, or perception.
Okay.
Luckily,
I'm gonna
yeah.
do survival, but Soren will focus on maybe just kind of looking at the terrain of the land. Like, are there a lot of like, or is it mostly flat or rolling hills, or is there any vegetation at all? Is it just all desolate desert? So I'll be focusing on that.
So yes, and I will roll for Enric, who luckily is a ranger, and this is his preferred terrain.
Ooh,
So 17.
Enric.
20, so that's a dirty 20, 22 from him, I think it is. So 22 from Enric. Soren, what did you get? A 9.
9.
And then a 9.
9.
9.
9.
Okay, so it's thankfully because of Enric, it's a pass. Because that is like a pass, a fail, but a strong pass from Enric, so he kind of balances it out.
Nice.
So Enric doesn't talk much. You'd imagine it's probably because of he's concentrating so much on directing you through here, and he kind of like scouts ahead and kind of points out like pitfalls, and when you look down you just see like massive cracks all the way down to God knows where. Seraphon, you're having a hard time because of your armor, unfortunately. You do have the kind of light cotton cloth material on underneath, which is more breathable, but just the weight, and I mean, in here, because it's hot, I'd imagine your armor will become pretty hot over time as well. Soren, with a 9, you're doing your best, but with this smoggy smoke covering the land, it is pretty difficult. You know, you're doing your best to avoid pitfalls and cracks and crevices, but it is difficult. And Balgrim, you done perception. So with a 19, are you doing your senses? So is it like the hearing and the smell, or?
I wouldn't do the smell because like I think there's a lot of charcoal and sulfur in the air. I don't think that's a nice experience to sniff that.
Yeah.
So I rely on listen and seeing here.
Okay. So as you travel further in, and this is kind of like late morning by this time, towards the beginning of Tavros, Transylvania, it wasn't as obvious, but as you get further in, you can hear kind of like pops underneath the ground and groans of the earth just kind of like shifting underneath. Whether that be because of a creature or maybe a kind of like a tunnel that's filled with lava, you don't know, but you can hear stuff underneath.
Oh my gosh.
I would like stop our ranger and be like, hey, is this normal that there's a lot of shifting noises from down there?
And it just gives you a nod.
Okay.
You know, I was thinking, Seraphon and Balgrim, about what Alana or the people said, that if we see the castle to destroy it, do you think we have the means to do that?
Honestly, do we really want to destroy it? I mean, it's a flying castle. And we are in war. So it could be a big advantage for us to have a flying base of operation.
That could work.
Yes, I was
Very
forgetting you
interesting.
are proficient in flying castles.
Me not, no. But maybe we can find something like to how we gonna operate this thing inside the castle. And another thought that struck me, like, we could put the people from Tavros into the castle so they can escape their fate, like.
Then we best find clues to understand the type of magic that causes the castle to float and move about. Maybe it's repairable or usable, or maybe, worst case scenario, the magic is almost gone and that would be easier to take out entirely if we have to. Oh boy. I don't like that there's things moving underneath us. That's just not... It's unsettling, you guys.
Yeah. I would try to find... I would hold on and listen for a moment and look if I... Maybe... That's a bit unrealistic, but maybe I can find a place where there's not so much rumbling underground.
Okay. Yeah, give me a... this would be your perception with your hearing again.
So, because it's hearing, I would do it with advantage,
Yes.
but I'd still have to ask if this advantage still applied because of this whole thing that happens around. So, would it be okay?
Yeah, absolutely. You're just using your hearing, and that's just part of your built-in abilities. Oh wow, 22, that's pretty good. So yeah, you kind of like stop and close your eyes, just kind of like cancel out the rest of the noise so you can listen. And you do know that it's not close to the surface. Whatever this noise is deeper down into the ground. And the closer you get to like cracks and crevices, the louder it becomes. So you realize that these cracks and crevices that you are close to are super, super deep. That's one thing that you know. It doesn't sound like something moving, as in like a beast or monster or anything like that. It definitely sounds more flowy, so it sounds as if it's possibly like a lava flow underneath.
It's more like lava. We don't have to be concerned it's a war, but we should be cautious around those cracks and crevices, especially over there.
In case lava gets shot out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. Well, we have good fire source at least.
That's true.
We could barbecue anywhere on the continent.
Oh, we get barbecued.
True.
Oh my.
I know it's hot. You're dead. You don't have to complain to feel hot. Leave that to the living.
Okay.
Even your brothers are complaining about the heat, huh?
Yeah.
So, that is the kind of like morning done of your journey. Would you like to give me your afternoon rolls? So this is again perception or survival. Steering the castle. I know, it's so funny.
For the afternoon, because
Uh-huh.
I've been working for the morning, I'm
Uh-huh.
just like, I'm beat. I'm gonna remove my armor.
Okay, so
It's
yeah,
like so hot and sweating. And
immediately you
Seraph-
feel a lot better.
Seraphon, I try to remember what you did, but you had this one spell where you were encased in ice. Could that help you?
yeah, it definitely will. And when it's required, it'll be useful.
22. Okay.
Doesn't last too long. It's more situational.
Okay.
If we need to,
Ooh,
if we need it, I can cast it. But
that is
So-
2 very, very good passes. Let me roll for Enric.
nice. Did I do? No, I didn't bring.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Right.
Eric.
Come on, Seraphon. Give us a big juicy number.
Just letting the sad down. That's
A 12. Listen, it's a 20. So hold on, that would be his proficiency bonus as well. So that's like a 28, a 22, a 22, and a 12. So these are all right. So with your 12, I'd say it's just because you stopped to take off your armor, Seraphon, because it takes up time. Because you need to, unhook it, take all the wee things off it, and then put it away in your pack. Actually, that's a good thing. Your pack is probably pretty full. How would you like to get your armor in there as well?
I
'Cause
will.
Your pack's currently full of survival gear and rations.
I will cast Blind Steed and put it on the
Ooh.
horse.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Good thinking, good
That's a
thinking.
nice thing.
Nice. So yeah, you call your astral steed. Have you got a name for them yet?
Currently, it's still Warhorse.
Warhorse.
I might get a name eventually. It'll come to me. In a dream, I'm
Inspiration
sure.
will strike, yes. Okay, so I'll just write that down. So, Warhorse. And it's Seraphon's armor. Okay. Perfect.
Nice.
Right, so Enric just kind of continues on and keeps on pointing out craps and craps? Yes, big giant lava craps. Cracks and crevices. Soren, let's see, with a 22, what do you see? With a 22, I would say off in the distance, you see what looks like at one point might have been some kind of building, but it is just rubble at this point.
Okay.
Audio, just the music. Okay, I'll think that. Thank you. Yeah, it is just blackened on the inside and outside. Looks as if it was made of stone. At some point, could have potentially been like a small house or a small church or something like that. but there's nothing left of it apart from just the kind of the standing stones at the bottom. Balgrim with a 22, are you continuing to listen? Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, the kind of like lava flow sound continues, but further off in the distance, you can hear something windy, I'd say. Sounds like wind's blowing through something off in the distance somewhere.
Okay.
Let me refresh the music. You can tell me if it's still the crunch, guys.
When we continue, I try to listen more carefully. Maybe I can hear something.
Yeah, and as you continue forward, still a crunch, it continues to get louder and louder. And I will move yous onto a map. Yes.
Oh.
There we go.
Battle map.
So, you soon discover over the next kind of like hour or so, put yourself over here if you don't mind on this side. The whistling loud noise that you hear is a massive crevasse in the middle of this place. So the black line is where you guys are standing, and the black line over here is the other side, and all this in the middle is, let me just draw some squibbly wibbly lines, is lava. Yes.
No.
Yes. This is all lava. And as you look down, it is a deep, deep fall. If you were to fall in here, yeah, it would be pretty nasty.
How on earth are we going to get on the other side?
So the Enric kind of like flings his pack off his back and starts like digging into it, and kind of like pulls out pittons and starts like chucking them into the ground, pulls out his rope and kind of like starts searching around for something. You guys tell me what yous are doing.
I'm gonna look how long it is across roughly.
Oh, it's probably...
How long do you think?
Yeah, so... Oh god, that's that's not what I wanted. Let's see, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 20... Oh wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45... Yeah, do you know what? It's probably about that. Probably about...
45?
Let's see... Make it a smidge bigger. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, so about 60-ish. Reconnect the boys soon. Yeah, do you want to do that just now, actually? Just want to hang up and then...
Oh, sure.
Nope.
Premature crunch check. Thank you, Cham. 100 damage plus 100 d10 damage. It would be pretty nasty. It would be a pretty nasty fall.
Back.
Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you, thank you. The floor is lava. I mean, the floor is big lava, yes. So yeah, tell me what yous are doing.
We could try to bring a rope. We have only 50 feet rope. So we need to tie two together, like to get across the covers.
Yeah, we've got 100 each, don't we? We've got 2 ropes each, and whatever I'll make the ranger has.
The other question is, how do we get across?
Is this a canyon? So we're above the lava, or is it like a river in front of it?
It's a drop. So yeah, it's about 60 feet across and a 60-foot drop down.
Right.
Yeah, we'll just make it even.
Wait, Soren.
Yeah.
Didn't you found that one ring?
Yes, my ring of Misty Step.
Ooh.
However, I don't think it'll take me across. It's too big, you guys.
I think Misty takes
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
30. Yeah.
It's 30
yeah.
feet
Oh,
and
damn
only
it.
one person. Yeah.
60 feet.
If only someone
Yeah.
could fly.
Oh,
Yeah,
if only
I
someone
will.
could fly.
Oh.
My I have to calculate a bit. Maybe I can jump across.
No.
Because first off, I have haste.
Mm-hmm.
Second, my jump distance is doubled because of Stalker's prowess.
Mm-hmm.
No, not double, sorry. I get just 10 feet for your long jump distance.
Added on, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, so
doubled, so it would be. Hold on, wait a second. This is so much.
the calculations.
Yeah. Target speed is doubled. Okay, so I have a speed of 70 with haste. And I have to look how jump distance is calculated.
Yeah.
Long jump.
TT jump distance!
Because haste doubles your regular speed, but
Long jump might take into account your strength
yeah.
score.
Long jump with a
plus
running
something.
start is equal to your strength core in feet.
There we go.
So,
So if you have a
I've-
strength of
I've-
17,
Mhm.
it's 17 feet you can jump long.
Oh, I've got 16 plus 10, so 26. I can jump 26 feet.
26 long jump. That's pretty good actually. So what if if you took the ring and you could activate it as you were jumping across.
That's a
But-
good idea.
But I don't know what you do on the other side.
Well-
Wave.
You can give me a rope. You can give me a rope, and I can bring a rope across the covers and find a place where I can attach it. So you all can crawl. You can all use the rope to get over the crevice.
And we can tie it, wrap it around your waist, 100 feet of rope. You can jump across, let her drag with you. We can hold the rope just in case, whatever reason, you begin to fall to you too.
Yeah.
We could maybe hold you back up. And we'll tie it off an Ellen first.
It's at least a try.
What we got?
Because, like, at the moment, I don't know how we come across. At least our companion here, and I point at the ranger, can fly.
And he kind of like looks at you and shakes his head.
Okay.
Okay.
Starting to transform.
Okay.
Into this slightly small ball of fur.
Mm-hmm. Angry.
Okay.
Give me the rope.
Okay, so the first thing I'll get you to do is a sleight of hand to see how well you tie the rope together.
Ooh. Okay.
What?
I might be the best at this.
Mm-hmm.
I have +5. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if
Okay.
you want to do it.
Yep, I'll do it. I'll try and tie the rope.
Bolgrim's
I'll
life's
just
in
be-
your hands, no pressure.
Can someone maybe assist me with
I will try to assist him. Like,
Okay.
yeah, and here, and this, and that. You can do this.
Oh my god.
I know you can do this.
Whoa!
Halfling's luck.
Oh.
Halfling's luck kicked in.
That was
Wow.
that was a
Hell yeah.
that was a big fat
It went
one.
from a 1, that one to a
so
20.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That's pretty cool.
That's so funny. So yes, with your nimble hands, and you basically like tie the knot, and then Balgrim gives it a good like tug test with his strength to make sure that it's not going to come apart. You might actually have a problem pulling it apart with a 25. But yes, you feel like it is secure. The two ropes tied together.
I leave my bag here at the other side, so to get some weight off me.
Yeah, good idea.
Maybe that will help me a bit. And then I'm like taking some distance. And then
Wait.
activate haste.
The ring.
Ring. Oh, yes. Please. I
Without the ring.
was so focused. Do it.
Okay, I will slide the ring onto his finger. I'll take this back once we're all across. Okay, yeah.
Do I have to
once a day.
attune it
You
to the ring? Okay.
Not remember.
As a magic ring.
It just says it takes once a day bonus action spell, a ring of misty step.
We'll
it's not
say
safe.
we'll say for the sake of it that no, you don't need to attune to it. It's just a one
Okay.
one and done a day.
Thank you.
Anyone can use it, because otherwise you'd have to sit there for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
An hour.
an hour.
Okay, so
Okay, you
Balgrim,
get one shot.
what is the plan?
I take a lot of few steps back,
Uh-huh.
and then activate haste,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to run like the wind
Mm-hmm.
until I reach the last point of the crevasse, and then I jump
Okay.
to my whole distance, like 26, and on 20s, and if I reach a moment where I see, okay, I'm falling down, I'm starting to use the Misty Steps ring to hopefully get across the rest of the crevasse.
Okay, so you take a massive run and leap of faith
Yeah.
into the crevasse with the rope attached to you, and give me an athletics check as you do this.
So,
Oh boy.
Yeah.
check something, but I think athletics is strength. So because of strength base, I do it with advantage
Yes.
because I am in my.
You're yeeting yourself into the abyss, but you have strong, springy legs. Ooh, 17's pretty good. So yeah, you take a massive run and jump, leaping off the edge, and as soon as you jump over the edge, you just hit with a wave of this wall of heat that you've never felt before. Not even like the hottest furnace in your dwarven settlement has this type of heat.
I'm shouting hot.
Probably because of how hairy you are, you start to singe immediately as just like kind of small bits of flame start licking up towards you. You can now activate the ring, and you
Yeah, I will activate the ring.
and you can pop yourself
Wow.
over here, sir.
Wow.
And
Now-
immediately I'm going to roll down and try to get off the burning the singe's hair,
Put yourself out.
like in the sand. Yeah.
Now, the problem is the 40 feet of slack rope is starting to fall into the crevasse. What are you doing?
He's like pulling up the slack.
Okay. Let's see how quickly you can do this to make sure that none of it burns. Give me. Ooh. This would probably be something dexterous because you're trying to be fast. Yeah, acrobatics. It'll be to see how quickly you can grab it and pull it up before the 40 meters goes down into the flame. Soren, are you doing anything?
Help.
Help action.
Okay.
Help action.
I also try to straighten it up.
You're
with the thing I have
preoccupied
to-
putting yourself out, sir. This happens, like, as soon as you land
Okay.
over the other side. So you can either do separate rolls, or you can do one to give someone advantage.
Okay.
It'll be dex based.
I do have. I roll separately. I have +8. Pretty good.
We will do it separately.
Dude.
Okay, acrobatics 19.
19.
That's fine. So Soren, you see the kind of like rope like the extra bit start to fall down, and you're like, and you grab it, and then Seraphon kind of like grabs you and just kind of like starts running backwards.
Ooh, oh.
And with that, Enric comes over and helps you tie it down to a rock. Let's say just make a roll for Enric. Okay, 9. So looks as if it's tied. And yeah, you now have a rope that is stretched over. Let me just draw that for you. Let's do blue. Why not? There we go. You now have a rope that is stretched across the crevasse that is tied down. Balgrim, I take it you would find a rock on the other side as well?
Yeah. I think I take this one.
That one? Cool. If you want to give me a strength. Athletics. See how well you tie it down.
Yes. Coming up. Load!
Crazy. How's it going? Yeah, 17. Very good. Okay, so the rope is set. Balgrim's over the other side. Who's going first?
I would stay in the form. Like maybe I have to grab the rope. So the additional strength would be very helpful. So I stay in the hybrid form for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
First.
Enric gestures to you, Seraphon and Soren.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I can try going first.
Okay, so this would be acrobatics for yourself.
Okay.
Oh, we
Ooh.
did.
Oh, that was almost a very low roll. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like on the 6 and then like tipped over. A 27. Your monk training kicks in. You've done not as dangerous as this in the temple, but like small beams were like put across the temple roof, and you were told to kind of like walk from one side to the other. So your kind of training of that kicks in, and it takes you a little bit of time. You're taking your time. You're being cautious. The heat is suffocating. It is so hard to breathe as you cross over, but you get over to Balgrim, drenched in sweat, but you make it across. So if you want to pop yourself over.
That is hot.
It's very
You're not
hot.
lying. Oh. Was there any like updraft from like the heat? Like,
So there
or is this like
is
just super hot?
so there's like a general wind round here, and that's what's kind of like blowing the ash everywhere, but there's not like an updraft. No, it's just
Okay.
pure heat.
Parachute strat failed. I was thinking if Seraphon get like a little cloth or something to help, balloon him up.
Flap. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Seraphon, how are you tackling this?
I'm just, well, I'm gonna have to do the same, but I'm just thinking about, I don't know, like my armor. Just,
Yeah.
like the horse. Oh, actually, if it's on the horse,
Uh-huh.
I can just dismiss. I was gonna say I can jump across the chasm. But no. If it's all on the horse, I can just dismiss the horse and resummon it.
And your armor drops on the ground where the horse was?
Yeah. I'll tell you what I was. All right. In that case, I will.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's... I don't know, I think it's just the horse that gets dismissed. I don't know if it's anything that the horse carries.
Seraphon.
Yeah. Unclear. Yeah.
What if you tried like tying I don't know, like your bag or your sack to the rope itself, and slide it along?
My sack. Sure. I mean, a sack. Yeah. It's just, that's that really wrong. Okay. Are we? I don't know if I would have tied it to myself.
Also, what's with the tiefling token? Is that Emmerich or?
Yeah, he's a red tiefling.
Okay.
You can just...
that was always there, and just
Yeah, you can just see his eyes, and the kind of like the top of the scarf that's wrapped around his head. The horns are kind of poking out. So,
oh man, yeah, he's got to be, because tieflings get a resistance to fire, so he's probably not as.
So it makes sense why they sent Enric with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The paladin ties his sack.
Oh dear me.
It's a strong sack.
What was it? Okay.
Is that your holy symbol, or you're just happy to see me?
It's Graham.
Brilliant.
Okay. In that case, then what I'm going to do is. So my horses, I haven't dismissed the walls just yet. So I'm going to take the rope from my bag. I've got 100 feet of that. I'm going to tie that together. So it's 100 feet.
Okay.
Actually, turn to Enric. Can you do anything to help get this stuff across?
Ooh.
Magicka.
So, Enric has a spell that he is planning on using to help him get across. However, he has to get his own gear across. I mean, he could cast the spell twice. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Enric, Enric, please, like, you gotta help me out here, buddy. Like, please, like, we're making this dangerous journey. 40 little people, by the way.
But Enric's also hoping to get back in one piece.
So funny.
16.
Make a roll for Enric. Let's see. Yeah. He kind of like and nods his head.
Yes. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you so much.
He was trying to resist. He was like,
Sis, you got that Seraphon charm to be rizzed. Well, yeah, you can scratch the rope plan for tying it up for myself. So
okay.
I like stuff the rope back in my bag. I like pass in the arm that's kind of tied together. And it's like, please take care of us. It's been through many matches. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Right, and I am trying quite, I guess, hand over hand across the chasm along the road.
So this will be acrobatics for yourself as well.
Would not be more strength because I need to hold myself up in my body when I'm going hand to hand.
Because of how precarious this is, it's so strength is more kind of like I'm trying to think of how I'm wanting to describe this. So because this is a precarious rope over a massive drop, you're wanting to be more slow, methodical, and careful. There's not really a good way to do that with brute strength. It kind of is more acrobatic-y.
Okay.
Have your inspiration.
Have it your way, DM. Yes, I do. I'm definitely going to be using that. Definitely will be using that.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'm
And any kind of like minuses that would be added with your armor's obviously not there.
Yeah, I can they'll help me magical wise.
Okay.
At least with rolls. Alright. Acrobatics. Roll 1. And I'm going to roll it again. 13.
Ooh. You get 3/4 of the way over, and you feel the rope kind of like tink down from Enric's side as he rolled a 9, tying the rope to the rock. And it looks like this thing is not going to hold much longer. Enric kind of like runs over and gonna make a roll for him. Strength is not his strong suit. It starts to slip from Enric's side. It unfoils itself, uncoils itself from the rock, and it starts slipping through Enric's hands as he desperately tries to hold on to it as he is being pulled towards the edge, and you start dipping down, down, down.
Oh.
What he's doing?
To the rope.
I think the best way to do this is probably roll in initiative order. So I will roll for Enric. I will roll for the rope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if you just want to roll initiative as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Seraphon, you want to roll high. Okay, so Balgrim I think will be first with the Dex. Balgrim.
Yeah.
And then Seraphon. And then it'll be Soren next. Then it'll be luckily the rope goes last.
Wow.
And rope. Okay, Balgrim, you see the rope uncurl itself from the other side, and Enric go to grab it. What are you doing?
First thing I'm going to do is like grab the rope on the other side and start to hold it tight. So then at least like Seraphon could climb it up, or at least I can pull him up when he falls down.
Okay, give me a yeah, this will be your strength. So athletics.
One little character sheet.
Move you like there, Seraphon. That's probably where you got to roughly. 18. Okay. So yes, we'll say that you are able to grab a hold of the rope, and you've got a good hold of it. Seraphon, you're next.
So I guess as the rope fall from the other end, like slipped out of Enric's hands.
Yep.
Some just like tangled. So I guess I'm like swinging towards the rock wall, bracing my legs to have put myself off the wall. So I'm just not crashing into it.
Slam.
Yeah. Lovely. And I mean, I've really not much I can do to help myself with any magic anyway.
Okay, so you
I'm
are bracing yourself?
Bracing legs to just hit the wall. So
Okay.
I'm kind of ready to, and I want to just, so Bulgrim's got a tight grip of the rope. Sort of hand over hand, start trying to climb the rope.
Okay, so I'd say the first thing you need to do is give me probably a strength saving throw to stop yourself from crashing into the wall, because it is just sheer like rock, very very hot rock at that. They have a kind of like orange glow coming from them. So yeah, strength, probably a strength saving throw of some sort.
I'm saving. Okay.
Ooh, 24. Yeah, so you manage to kind of like flick yourself round and get your boots kind of facing the wall, and thankfully bounce your boots off the wall rather than bounce your body. Had you had rolled low, you'd have taken some damage. Cool. So Seraphon, Soren, we're on to you.
Okay. Here, Bray. I will just look down and maybe see. Oh boy. Oh man, that's what I can do. Yeah, I'll just hold on to the rope, I guess, alongside Balgrim to keep it sturdy.
You could attempt to start pulling it up if you want.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Unfortunately,
Yes,
this is
yes.
strength. So it'll be what'd you call it? Athletics.
Athletics -1. 6.
You can hold it tight. You're not able to pull up the weight of Seraphon, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm working up a sweat. I'm trying, Balgrim. I can't.
Okay, so
Hang on, Seraphon.
Enric has pretty much like let go of the other side of the rope as it falls into the chasm. So about 40 feet of the rope is now just in the lava, gone. Enric casts jump on himself though, and pings over to this side, and he will attempt to help grab the rope. Let's see. 15. Okay, so he jumps over and grabs the rope, but isn't able to pull up just yet. He's kind of used his action for jumping across. Okay, we're on to the rope's turn, which I am gonna do a little. Let's see. Oh, okay. So half the rope is gone, on fire, and the fire is slowly making its way up towards you, Seraphon.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Balgrim, we're back on to you. Oh, you're muted. We can't hear you. Let's see.
Oop, still muted, by the way.
25. Okay. With a 25, you start to pull Seraphon back up. Seraphon, you're able to, with a 25, get yourself to the edge of the cliff, and with the help of then, like, everyone goes next, the rope's very, very last, they pull you back up onto the other side.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you!
Yes.
Yes.
Hello,
Oh, yes.
welcome back, friend.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, that 100 feet of rope is now out of action. It's completely on fire. By the time you pull up Seraphon, the flames are kind of like licking up behind him, and Enric kind of motions for you just to drop it.
Yeah. Let's drop it.
Okay. Well.
At least you're alive.
Oh, my feet are so damn off. Let's hope we don't have anything like that again. Just looking worryingly ahead as I dismiss my horse.
Yep.
And recast it.
Over your side. So yeah,
Abaca.
Enric casts jump on himself again. Oh, actually, he's gonna have to cast it 3 times. Does he have that many spell slots? Because over. Oh my god! Right, hold on. I need to go get his.
How long does jump last for? Just one action?
Yeah.
Depends on how long it lasts. Oh, it lasts for 1 minute. It says.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
It triples the jump distance for 1 minute. Yeah.
Okay, so he's he has to cast it twice. So that takes up 2 of his, I think that's a 2nd level spell. Spell slots for the day, and you have officially made it over to the other side of this massive chasm.
Wow.
So this point is coming up to early evening. So Enric kind of like motions for yous to start thinking about finding somewhere to rest for the evening, because he motions at the sun and then kind of like does a kind of like a downwards motion as if to say that sun's coming down like soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to find a spot where we can rest. Is there a cave nearby?
He kind of pulls out his map and starts looking over it, and has a look round, and let's see. So this is his favourite terrain, so get his proficiency bonus. So 8 plus 8 is 16, yeah? So he kind of like looks around and kind of gives a point over in a direction, and kind of motions for you to follow him.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, so last round for your last bit of travel. So survival or perception.
Let's get the file.
22.
The Bible.
Survive.
I got perception.
Yep, you can do perception. 15. Are you doing hearing again, Balgrim? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, hiccups. Excuse me. Ooh, not so good from you.
Not so good, no.
And
I'm a bit like pumped from all the action before. Like,
Yeah. Tough.
Okay, so 26. Okay, so yeah, still.
Ooh.
better. Yeah.
Bogdan, can I take my ring back? I'm a little protective over
that's right. Yeah. I'll give him the ring back. Thank you for borrowing me.
How did it work? Because I haven't even used it yet. I don't think so.
Oh, it works.
Don't
It
think you
works
have.
perfectly fine. Like,
Perfect. Good. You look good jumping from afar.
thank you.
Seraphon, I'm glad you're safe. That was a close call there.
Thank you all. It's a shame you didn't get a chance to do a good old-fashioned dwarf toss.
What? Dwarves don't get tossed. No.
Speaking of which, today really got me thinking about something. I don't know, maybe after dinner we need to talk about something, the 3 of us.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
the next few hours are spent. Yeah, on you go.
I'm turning back to normal.
Cool.
It's a bit warm in the hybrid form.
Yeah, and Balgrim kind of smells of singed hair a little bit. So the next few hours are spent looking for this cave that Enric's potentially went and spent the night in before. This place is awful as the sun starts to go down, because there's this constant just like red haze that kind of like covers this whole place. It doesn't get dark entirely at night. There's this constant kind of like just silhouette of scarlet, red and orange across the horizon, and off in the distance in the horizon you can see shadows of what were maybe like, you know, trees, houses, buildings, things like that. And at night, when you light your fire and find this cave, you start to hear off in the distance faint screams, faint moans, faint cries, and Enric kind of like looks off and kind of turns back to you three and shakes his head as if to say ignore it.
Thinks
that
the smudge.
The smudge.
Nods his head. It's like if you've ever been somewhere where you can hear maybe like a concert or a football match, like, you know, miles and miles and miles away, but it's so loud that you can hear it from where you are. It's kind of like that, but just screaming and shouting and crying.
Yikes. Well, yeah, that's real.
Oh, that's the one thing we should avoid.
Yeah, I agree. And the magma worms, for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, you can all give me perception checks.
Oh.
Perception.
No.
Yeah, probably perception.
Going right on.
Yes, no good.
Oh my god, not very perceptive tonight. The area that you are resting in for the evening is a large hole in the ground. But
Okay.
yeah.
Large hole in the ground.
Mm.
Oh.
If you want to do an investigation or anything like that.
How deep does the hole go? Is it shallow? Or is it like...
Yeah, so it's not like the crevasse that you came into, but it's a good maybe like 20 feet drop to get into it. But thankfully, Enric has those kind of like small ladders that he kind of folds out. They're like really simple ladders. It's like see like two ropes down the side and then kind of like wood in the middle.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you would throw over the side of a ship to get on it. But it's still quite a drop to get into.
Yeah. Okay. Do we still hear the faint like is it a constant noise of like the screaming and the
It's
shouting and stuff?
Yeah, it kind of like comes and goes in waves.
Okay.
But it's you can hear just stuff constantly round about here.
Okay.
It's not as intense, like, you know, constantly, but there is, you know, noise.
Okay. Man, oh man. What do y'all want to do?
I'm just gonna look around the hole. That hole.
Yeah, give
To
me
see.
investigation.
But to make it work.
Wow, 19. Okay. So you're kind of like using your torchlight to have a look round this hole that you're in. And yeah, it's about like 20 feet deep and maybe about 20 feet across. First thing you know is that it is circular in shape. The second thing that you know is when you're looking along the roof, the sides and the base of this thing, is that it's like circular patterns that have been like almost drilled into the ground. They're like kind of smooth round the edges and they kind of swirl and go deeper. And then there's just like kind of like bunch of rubble rock at the bottom, which you are kind of resting up against.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick up a piece of the rock,
Mm-hmm.
and to rock, I'm just gonna give it to rock and just ask, "What do you think of this? Would you eat it?"
So he takes it and he kind of like, brings it up to his face and like, I don't know if Rock has a nose or not, but like gives it a once over. Kind of puts it in his mouth and like kind of like crunches down on it and kind of and spits it out.
Oh. Dang.
This is basically like massive lumps of like ashen rock that's all kind of like solidified. It's not really minerally rocky goodness that he normally likes, you know.
Yeah, it's not the good stuff.
No, it's not good stuff.
Henrik, do you know how these holes, pits are formed?
So he kind of like gets up and looks around and just looks at you and goes, "Worm."
Is this old hole? A
And-
new hole?
And he nods as if to say, "We wouldn't be here if this was a new hole."
That's very good. As much else I could learn from it. I think we're just going to be... We're going to be keyed up. We're going to be keyed up. What do you make of it, Volgren? Sword?
Make of the hole or what?
You should definitely keep away from the hole.
You are in the hole?
Oh.
Well, if a worm created it and Enric chose this spot, you know, I trust him. Maybe it's like just because there's a hole doesn't mean, you know, a worm's gonna revisit it. This could be, you know, months, weeks, years old. Who knows, right?
Mm.
I think if there were to be massive magma worms that would approach us, I think Balgrim would be the best to hear it through vibration or the sound that it makes running underground. I think that'd be our best clue.
Yep.
To be prepared.
Balgrim, you kind of hear like a constant run of lava coming from various directions, but you've not heard anything that sounds like, you know, a 20 foot by 20 foot something move through the ground.
Well, right at the moment, I hear nothing like moving underground besides the lava. But yeah, I will keep a listen.
Wow. Do you constantly hear the lava moving underground?
Not only the lava, but shifting of the ground and stuff. It's really noisy.
Yeah, maybe if you're not like actively listening to like put some cloth in there to plug your ears.
For when he's sleeping.
Yeah. I need little earplugs. Oh man. Now I'll kind of lower my voice so Enric maybe doesn't hear.
Oh.
Well, as our time gets more desperate, I do want to... Uh-oh. GM roll. I do want to say that I am... Well, remember the heart of the mountain that we visited, and there was the weird card that I drew upon? Well, ever since then, I've been capable of performing an incredibly strong piece of magic. Well, this probably, if not the strongest magic that one can perform. And it can be used for, well, whatever we think of, really. And I've been keeping it at the back of my mind and honestly trying to forget about it until we really need to use this, because I'm scared to use it, quite frankly, and I don't want to waste something like this.
Yes.
But I mean, I could use it to do a misty step, or perhaps to save our lives, or get us out of somewhere.
You should hold on to that wish spell.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, like, I think we're not in that dire situation that we need it right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree. Not yet, but... Yes. I think when things are at the darkest, close to the darkest, you should call on us to save us, yourself.
Okay. Yeah, I do have to be alive to use it. So...
Yeah.
This...
If Soren dies, the wish spell dies with him, unfortunately.
No!
Yeah.
I wish to give my wish spell to someone else.
Okay. I just wanted to remind us of that, and because it's been on my mind recently, especially going into this dark, desolate place. You know, if there's flying castles involved, or big warships, who knows?
Or an undead tyrant that tries to kill us.
What is that?
Enric?
Enric looks over at you
What?
and just shakes his head as if to say, ignore it.
Ignore it? What? Can I try to discern where this came from?
Yeah, perception.
Yes.
Advantage because of hearing.
Yeah. If my character sheet doesn't take so long to load. Damn you.
Come on, character sheet, you can do it.
Yup. Hold up.
Ooh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
There it is.
So despite this loud, which is clearly like a war horn, Balgrim, you'd have heard something similar to this years ago, blaring off the kind of like cylinder that is this hole that yous are in. It definitely sounds as if it's coming from a kind of like northerly direction, but for the most part yous have been travelling to the east.
Came from, and I point my hand in that direction where it came from. It came from there.
Enric kind of like slaps your hand down, is like shaking his head.
Dang.
What?
It might be more of the smudge.
Yeah.
We could be hearing sounds of the war.
Yeah, Enric kind of like picks up a pile of the ash and kind of like rubs it between his fingers and like shows you like the smudge on his fingers.
My gosh. Oh man. Whatever this king did, he really messed things up. This is This is hellacious.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay, well, we probably should get some rest if we can.
Okay, so are you just wanting to do watches, or what are you thinking?
We should definitely need watches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Enric will also take a watch. So he'll go first or last. It's up to you guys.
Then I would go second.
Okay, Enric will go first. Enric. And Balgrim, yep.
Okay.
I'll take the last.
Okay, so Soren. Seraphon. Okay, so Enric will motion for you to get some sleep. And he will do his first watch. Okay, so not great, but not like a fail completely. Cool. So Enric does a couple of hours, and then Balgrim kind of like comes and shakes you awake for your shift. And you can give me survival or perception.
Perception.
You doing hearing?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So yeah, Enric kind of goes to sleep, and you kind of like keep an eye out over the horizon, and kind of keep your ear close to the ground, and the sounds that you pick up off in the distance are those of war. You can hear people screaming. It's so strange because you were told that the smudge isn't like, you know, physical, but it sounds as real as it could be. You can hear armor clanging off swords, shields being banged, horns being blared. It's unnerving, but thankfully nothing comes close to where yous are. It seems to be off in a distance somewhere.
That's good. That's good.
And Soren.
Okay. Boop. 10.
That is like barely a pass. Like that's a scrape.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say for the briefest of seconds, you feel like you feel a tremor in the earth, and you kind of like the panic kind of like sets in, and you're like, oh no. But then you look round and rock is just kind of like shaking some of the rocks around.
Good boy.
Boulder.
Okay.
That's Jesus. That's okay. Seraphon, you're next.
Okay.
You don't want to get lower than a 10, please. Concerned noises.
I mean, it is what it is. I've used my inspiration.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Fantastic. So yeah, very similar to what Balgrim can hear off in the distance. You hear the cries of men and women and what sounds like an army rushing forward. There doesn't seem to be any movement close to you, though, thankfully.
Good. Relatively safe then, where we are. Relatively.
And with that, your first long rest in Tavros is complete. And that's the 2-hour mark, so I feel like that's a good place to take a wee 10-minute break. And it is now dawn, which looks Yeah, not like any dawn you've ever seen before. It is a scarlet sun that scorches across the land, almost like blinding, glaring to the north. And yeah, welcome to day 2. Always like to do.
Well, we made it through our first day.
No casualties yet.
Got a lot of this charcoal thing in my mouth.
Mm.
Cool.
Um,
It'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
I will cast aid on the party again. Choose 3. Yeah, everyone, 3 creatures. Or us. Sorry, Emmerich. You missed out this. You missed out this time. And we're going into danger, and you're turning back at some point.
It just kind of like gives you a look. Thanks.
I can hear you in other ways. Don't friction.
Don't stretch, my friend. Cool. So, use gather up your belongings, and set off. Climb up the small ladder, out the wormhole, and yeah. Now that it's a bit brighter, you kind of like look back on the hole, and you can definitely see that this has been some kind of creature that's like burrowed straight into it, and the back of it's kind of like collapsed a little bit. So yeah, you have a look behind you, and it's obvious that this has been some kind of animal that's burrowed itself into the ground. You can see the kind of like cylindrical shape of the hole, so it's maybe like kind of been turning over like alligator death roll style as it's went, and burrowed its way down into the ground. And it looks as if it's an old one, because it's kind of collapsed at the back, and the rubble seems to have been settled for a long time. So thankfully, no active magma worms in this one.
That is a rife. Hopefully we're finding more live ones in our path. Well, where do we go from here?
So Enric kind of like pulls out his map and points to the east, and again, he's happy to take point if you want.
Thank you, Henrik.
Yes, please.
Okay, so same as yesterday, survival, perception. Make a wee roll for
Alright.
Enric and add his proficiency bonuses onto it. Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeesh.
Oh,
I was taking like a,
nice.
I was taking a swig of water, bite of food, and
Yeah.
with like some spare scraps, I'll do my best to muzzle the horse and cover the horse's eyes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. 23. Wow. Okay.
I am.
So yeah, a filthy little 20, another filthy little 20, another filthy little 20, and then yeah, 23. God damn, look at you guys doing.
We are filthy little 20s.
Yeah. Well, who's my filthy little 20s? Anyway. So yeah. The long rest definitely done yous good. Yous were exhausted yesterday after your travels. One thing that you do know with such high rolls is the sounds of the smudge have ceased, but just this kind of like awful kind of haze off in the distance to the kind of north seems to be like ever present, kind of lingering over that area, and it is definitely a kind of like, yeah, like a kind of thicker dark ashen air that just seems to like hang around. You would imagine that perhaps that's like remnants of the smudge floating around in the kind of north.
Just before I forget, did we get a map roughly? I think we did, didn't we? Of
Yeah.
the old, at least
Yes.
of old Tavros and what they assumed things were. Okay.
Mm.
good.
Yeah.
That's-
I think Bulgrim, right? They gave it to you.
Yeah.
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 So the map is very much kind of like split in two, and there's blotches of the map that there's been things marked on. So it's maybe been like a drawing of where there used to be a town, and now it's just rubble. A wee drawing of perhaps where there was a farm, and now it's just kind of like crossed out. So what they've been doing as they push into Tavros is to kind of like map out areas that they knew were there to see if there's anything still remaining, but the majority of it is just gone.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so you put it in Discord.
Yeah.
Which-
It's
Okay,
kind of,
that's
yeah,
fine.
it's very blank looking, the one in Discord, but I can put in the stuff as you come across it.
Thank you.
So yeah, the first part of your day, the travel's not too bad. Enric again kind of scouting ahead, and then you guys, because you've had a full day in here now, kind of know what to look out for, as well as watching your feet as you cross over kind of like cracks and crevices. One thing you do note though is the more you push into Tavros, the hotter it is getting. The air and the heat yesterday was uncomfortable but bearable. This is starting to edge on this is almost too much heat. It is thick, the air is acrid, you are sweating pretty much constantly, which unfortunately means that you're having to drink more water as you go in.
I brought the second water skin with me.
Yes. Your first ones are pretty much empty already.
Oh boy.
What? We gotta get through this place as quick as we can.
We have to find some water, or at least like the end of this place. Yeah.
Yes. In the meantime, I suggest we drink our piss.
I think we'll still have one left. Soren
Soren will break out laughing and say, "I'm just messing."
Oh. Okay.
It was a joke,
You know
but
that this is an old dwarven tradition. I was a bit astonished that you know of that.
oh, I actually did not know that. I just made it up to see if
When you get
one of you would go for
when you-
it.
when you get lost in the mountains and you have nothing to drink for, you have to drink your
Wow.
own piss.
Huh.
What is wrong with you, Sam?
So yeah,
Oh, man.
your morning passes without incident. That was incredibly high rolls. However, as the afternoon approaches and the sun becomes unbearable almost, because obviously in the afternoon the sun kind of like peaks and it is just like burrowing holes into you. Enric kind of like signals to stop and pulls out his water skin and notes that the first one's gone, takes a good glug at the second one, and kind of like pulls out his map and has a look at it, and points to a bit on the map that there's kind of like boxes like scribbled on it, and gestures towards there as if to say we should make a small detour to get here if we can.
Okay. Let's
Sure.
head straight there.
Trust your
How many
expertise.
miles away? Yeah, or how far off does it look?
So by the looks of it on the map, it looks as if you'd be able to get there in maybe like an hour or two, depending on
Okay.
how
Okay.
your travel goes.
And okay.
Okay, so you are mostly going east, but you start to kind of veer off more to the kind of like southeast, and we'll do another round of survival perception, see what you can see along the way.
Okay.
And along the way,
Mhm.
I'll just do that roll. Oh, very good. Back to normal. And then, along the way, like every say, how long was it? 2 hours or something?
About 2 hours, yeah.
Okay, so like every hour, so I'm going to use 2 of these, and it's going to send out a divine sense, which is
Wow.
Divine sense. Okay, so can you post that for me, please?
yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. So, the presence of strong evil. Your senses, nauseous odor, the power. An action you can open till the end of your next turn. Location of celestial fiend, undead, 60 feet of you. It's not trying to cover. No, the type celestial fiend. Okay. Let me check something then. What are you? I don't think you're that. No, you're not that. No. Nothing.
Nothing.
You get
Seems safe.
You get no pings back from your divine sense as you travel. However, with those rolls being not great, apart from Balgrim's, it takes you longer than an hour. I would say you can add another hour on top of this with those rolls, which may or may not come into play at some point.
Okay.
I'll just write that there. Okay, so I will move yous onto a map. Dink. And if yous place yourselves at the very kind of like bit here, the very kind of like
Upper left.
yes, top left. As you come across
Boy, that's also fun.
oh, bye.
Get out of here. Alright, okay.
As you come across what looks like a burnt and abandoned small, very, very small settlement. These buildings are basically just like blackened brick that are some form of what you think would be like houses or something like that at some point. However, oh wait, I forgot, where's Enric? Enric, where are you? Pop him down. Enric, get in there. There we go. Enric motions for you to be quiet and kind of like points down the street.
Okay. I like hugged it down behind it. A corner. Yeah, anything that's tall enough to cover me 100.
Yeah. So he just kind of like motions for you to kind of like stop and just like motions to watch the street for a minute or two, and as you do that, you see
Oh no.
where is it?
Oh no.
A couple
Oh no.
Oh.
yep
Oh.
magma creatures just
No.
wandering around. That one there. Some of them are flying, and the kind of larger two of them are basically these moving tornadoes in almost kind of humanistic shapes that just seem to be going from building to building.
So why are we here, Emmerich? What do you want here?
And he points to the water skin and shakes it, and then points down the road and gives a glug 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 glug. So he's
Do you really think that there is some water left in this well?
and he nods. Cool. So where you moving to? So put yourselves back in position,
Okay, yeah.
and then we'll start from the top of the round, which is actually Enric. So he has 35 movement speed. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is probably going to stay there. And I'll do a little stealth roll for him. So plus he's 10. God, so what's that? 16. Okay, so yeah, he is unseen.
Sorry.
I will give
Nice.
the perception.
Let's have to roll for the. Let's have to roll for the horse.
Yeah, he does not see shit. Huh?
Let's have the roll for the initiative for the horse.
Oh, right, okay, dokies, yeah. Does the horse not just go on your initiative?
No, it's got its own everything.
Alright, okay, dokies, yeah.
Oh, it's a full companion. That's cute.
Yeah,
Hmm.
cool.
With no name. The horse with no name.
Right, okay, so that was his movement.
Oh, that sounds. That fits for the song, like.
Yes.
Horse with no name. Nice.
Right, so
Been through the desert on a horse with no name.
Yeah.
so we can't
horse's
really
name is
Song
Eagle.
is good.
can't
Good
really
song.
move too far away from you, so because he still wants to pass without a trace. Okay, so Enric is done. So Seraphon, we're on to you.
I will also try to sneak and follow Enric.
So give me a stealth, and you add 10 on top of this.
96. Do you have a armor thingy?
No, you are
So-
unarmed at the moment.
Yeah, I am totally unarmed.
Naked, so 26. That's gonna be hard to beat. Oh yeah, no, these are fine.
Nah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's my next.
Are you wanting to do anything else, or you just wanting to hold tight there for the time being?
I'm sticking tight. Yeah.
Soren, we're on to you.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to sneak up to my movement speed. I have a speed of 40, so that gives me. I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20,
Okay,
25.
let me just measure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of it.
Yeah,
aren't I?
you're gonna be
Yeah.
out of range. So give me a stealth, but you'll not get the 10 on
This time.
top.
Yeah. Luckily, I do have a +8. So that's pretty decent itself. 16.
Okay, so 16. Little roly. 10. Okay, no one sees you. And Bulgrim, we're on to you.
Okay.
Oh, so I have a movement speed of 35.
Mm.
So I would go.
So yeah, once you get to
Yeah.
this building here, that's you out the
Yeah.
kind of like pass without a trace range.
Okay, so go there, and then I'm staying there.
Give me a stealth
Keeping
roll.
a low profile. Yes.
So this will be plus 10 because you're still just barely within the pass without a trace. So it'll be
There is it.
plus 10 on top.
Dang.
Wow!
Nice.
Apparently you're the stealthiest you've ever been in your life. That's
I am the knight.
you are the knight,
I
yeah.
am Batman.
They see nothing. So yeah, you managed to sneak your way close to Soren. Yeah, I mean these guys, they're probably just gonna like mill around, I'd imagine. Like they're not really gonna do much. They're just gonna kind of move a little.
Yeah. Classic
Yeah.
monsters.
Yeah, just like you know, they're unaware. Cool. So we're back on to Enric, who is again gonna move 35. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Ooh. He's a little bit out in the open. So it'd probably use an action to dash. So, yeah, so it'd maybe want to get to about behind that rock there and maybe wait for you, Seraphon. So let's do a little stealth for him. Oh my god, 17. Okay. Make a little perception to near him. Let's see. No. They see nothing. Fucking nothing. They're not very perceptive, these creatures. Okay, so Enric will hang there. Seraphon, run to you.
I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to dash.
Okay,
I
so
mean, I'm gonna use my 30 and dash the last 10 feet, I guess.
okay, so stealth for yourself.
Stealth for yourself. You got it, Chief. Okay.
This is so tense.
Okay. 30.
Yeah. Let's see. 30? I mean, they're probably not going to beat that, right? No. Absolutely not.
Those.
You're so
Very
lucky.
cool.
So yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. Soren, run to you.
Okay. I am going to use a little bit of movement.
Mm-hmm.
And probably from there, I will get out my hand crossbow and like prop it up and aim it at the monster standing on the rock up here.
Okay. Give me a little stealth roll for the... Yeah.
Okay. Stealth time.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Aha.
13.
Oh.
Okay, so unfortunately, because of where he is, he's on a vantage point. And he is kind of like looking over, so I'm going to give him advantage for his perception.
No.
Oh, you lucky bastard, you.
Still does not
You
see you!
You lucky
Ooh.
bastard. Whoa.
You see this
Yeah,
little
it's
like
lucky.
magma imp like sit up on top of the rock and he's like like he's swinging his legs, he's like picking his toes and like giving it a wee sniff. He's just not paying attention at all.
Oh,
Nice.
man.
Nice. Oh.
Fulgrim?
I saw the 20. I saw the 20 for a second and was like, oh.
Fulgrim, run to you.
I would like to go over here so that I can, for example, next time I can straight charge this thing.
Okay, give me a little stealth.
Yes, ma'am.
And it'll just be the perception for the magma, because the other one doesn't have sight on that bit. These things are so not perceptive, oh my god. This is definitely working in your favour that you decided to do this stealthily. Unfortunately though, as you
I would
cross...
like, I thought about if I use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay, go for it.
Because like 9 is really low.
You need to get higher than, I think it is just flat 19. Let me just double check. 14. Yeah. So you start to cross over this threshold, and this magma beast just turns around and clocks you and lets out this shriek that then alerts all the other ones. And yeah, I will roll their initiative. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to treat the others like a flock. So they'll move and work.
Well, at least they just saw me, and I hope they not just saw you all. The rest of
True.
you.
So far they have just seen you. Is this one like music, or is it literally just volcano noises?
Volcano noises.
I think it's just volcano noises. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if this one's like music. I'll stop the volcano noises.
This.
very quiet, but I don't know if it's going to kick in. Let's see. Nope, that's just atmospheric noise as well. I had a whole playlist that was like combat music, and I don't know where it's went to now. It's all disappeared.
Ooh.
Yeah, do you like that one?
Ooh.
Okay, we'll use that one then. Cool, right, so let me see. Their initiative is... Ooh, it's not massive, so plus... So this one is gonna be... Oh, okay, so... he'll probably be going last, so this is fire element. The other fire element. Oh my god, okay. Fire element, okay. And then the little magma flies.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Okay, magma
They're all
flies.
going to die.
Okay, well, Balgrim, you've literally just used your movement, so you still have your actions and everything. They have spotted you, so what would you like to do?
I would use my bonus action to transform.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
That's so funny.
Yeah. I can do nothing else. Because, like, I cannot move to them close up
Oh, you've used your movement.
to... Yeah.
I see, I see.
So I'm... the only thing I can do, I stay here and out in the open and shout, "Come at me!"
Oh, okay.
Like drawing the attentions to me and away from everyone else.
Okay, so we're onto the little magma flies, which are just going to try and get to you. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5. Yeah, they can fly over. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't think they can... I mean, they could dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
monsters
could.
can dash.
Yeah, yep. No, you could dash. I'm just seeing if there's anything with their flight, but I don't think there is. No, there's not. Okay, so we're just gonna dash. So that one will get to you.
Hello.
That one will get to you. Let's see, 5.
Hello.
10. Yeah, that one will get to you. 5, 10, 15.
I'm a dwarven
20,
buffet.
25,
Come at
30.
me.
That one will get to
Oh,
there.
Kenny.
So all the little
no.
magma flies just surround you. Okay, that's their turn. Magma elementals. Let us see, what is their movement? Oh, they're yeah. He's gonna get to you. This one, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well. Yes. Cool. Okay, so they have surrounded you. Right, so multi-attack from the 2 magmas. So the first one's going to take a swing at you. That misses, so it'll take another swing at you. That one also misses. Second one's going to take a swing at you.
Oh wow.
Okay, that one will hit. So let me see.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, I get +1 to AC, so I'm 16.
Okay, so they get a
Yeah,
plus.
that
So they get a +6 to their attack.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that's
so this is going to be fire damage, Balgrim. So it is 2d6 plus 3. So 5, 6, so 8 points of fire damage as this one. Like they come round and they're all just getting too excited, like a little bit of a frenzy, and they're kind of like trying to swat at you, but they're just bumping into each other because they've not seen something livid in so long. But the last one manages to clock you on the back and singes some of your hair. And I think that's it. I don't think they've got any bonus actions. Nope, that's them. They are... Man! Whiff, 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 whiff. Cool, we are on to Enric, who's going to take this opportunity to just dash towards the watering hole. And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Distraction work.
Yeah. And he's just gonna, you just see him like start dunking the water skins in. Seraphon, we're on to you.
Okay, so before me, that's the horse's turn. So the horse is unusually intelligent, and
Okay.
it does understand common, so it's
Okay.
been party to our conversation. And
Cool.
it will move.
It's a smart horse.
Yeah. It'll move this directly over to the waterfalls, because it's 60 feet makes it easily. And because it's carrying our water skins, the party's empty sacks. And I will move over as well to like get their empty water skins from the horse and just I guess begin to start filling the first water skin. And is that, would you say that's can I make it, can I take an action, or is that kind of like the action you would say for
Your action could be
filling
to
water
fill
skins?
up the water skins, yeah. That would
Okay.
consume your action, yeah.
that pulse? Not as much, and I will do nothing else.
Fair
Thank you.
Bogram. Okay. So, Soren, we're on to you. Luckily, they haven't
Okay.
spotted you, Soren, but you just see them surround Bogram, descend on him
That's
like
your chance.
a form of a locust.
Yeah. And I'm sorry.
I put them away.
Damn it, Bulgrim. I'll put away the the hand crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll approach this one from behind
Yep.
and wham, try and punch it.
So I would say that this one is surprised because I did not think that a halfling was going to spring around the corner and punch it in the back of the head. So you can have this at advantage.
Okay, all right. I'll just do an arm strike.
Whammy!
Advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. 17 to hit.
17. I'm pretty sure that hits. These things have got like not a lot of AC because they are just made of magma, liquid hot magma. Yeah. An 11. You need an 11 to hit it.
Okay. So the first strike does 9 damage. Okay. I'll try and hit it again. Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's meets the beats anyway.
And then so that does an additional 9 damage.
Okay, so that's 18 altogether, yeah? This thing is looking very hard.
Okay, all right then. If it's looking hard, I'm gonna burn a key point and then bonus action flitter of blows. So first strike.
Hits,
12.
yep.
That hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That should kill it.
Yes, it does. However, give me a dexterity saving throw as this thing explodes into a death burst, it is called. 22, absolutely. So when it dies, lava bursts down from each of the creatures 5 feet, which you are. Yeah, DC is pretty low. So you're going to take half this damage. So it is 2.
With evasion though,
Oh, so
I do not.
You
as a
take
monk.
no
Yay!
damage. Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
So you take 0 damage from that burst of hot liquid that just splashes really, really close to you.
Okay.
Cool. Are you wanting to move anywhere else or do anything else?
Yeah, I have 1 extra attack with my flurry of blows.
Go for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Nice,
move
nice,
up
nice,
and
nice,
then
nice.
do a jumping strike behind this one as well.
Need an 11.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, that hits. So that first strike on it, 8
Okay.
bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Okay, that'll be the end of my turn then.
And that is you. Excellent. Bogrim, we're on to you. You are feeling rather hot under the collar right now.
I'm going to activate haste. So, and then I'm starting to attack the big ones.
Ooh, okay.
So, the small ones are not bothering me right now, but these ones could be very dangerous. And before I do this, I damage myself.
Okay.
To activate my Crimson Rite. So 3 damage to myself. So that activates my Crimson Rite, and my weapon now does lightning damage.
Ooh, nice. Let's see.
And then I'm going to attack.
It is not immune to lightning damage, so yeah, we'll take damage from that. So you are looking for a 13 to hit this, so yes, that hits.
That hits.
Mhm.
Nice. I am. No, I already used the bonus action. No, I can't do this. Just damage.
Okay,
16
so
slashing for necrotic. Then I
that's
roll
20.
1d6.
Yeah. Oh.
And it gets 1 lightning damage.
So just a wee pew comes off
Yeah.
and hits it.
So,
Cool.
Second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da.
That hits, yep.
Nice. Roll that damage.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, another 20, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. 5.
And another 1 lightning.
So again, another wee
Oh.
pew comes off it. yeah.
Last attack action because of haste.
17 hits, yep.
Nice. Here you go. 1 lightning. 4 lightning damage.
Nice. So that is okay. Cool. So yeah, you start hitting this thing, and you're hitting basically pure fire, but there's something solid underneath that feels like punching just fiery rock. But you are
Okay.
doing damage to it.
And I want to use the brand of castigation on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no action required. I did damage on it, so every time it deals damage to someone else, it gets 2 psychic damage every
Ooh.
time.
2 psychic damage. Right, let me just put a wee. There we go.
Yo.
I'll put that one
Yo,
on
yo,
it so we
yo.
know. Perfect. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
one.
Unfortunately, it is all of the magma flies go now. And I think they are probably just gonna do claw attacks on you. So 3, and it is a +3 to hit. So the first one is a 11, 12, 13, 14. Misses.
Nope.
16, 17, 19.
19 hits.
Okay, and the last one. Yeah, same again. So the last 2 will hit you, and this is. So it's slashing damage and fire damage. The slashing damage will be halved, and then your fire damage will be whole. So half this for your slashing, and round it down, and then this is your full whack of the fire damage.
Okay, so it's 2 and so 6 in total.
And it is gonna the 2 that have hit you use its wee rechargeable. Hold on, I think there's they added effects, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
Where is it? Is it this one here? It is fire. Okay, so if I do this, pew! Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
So these 2.
That's so cool.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, pew pew.
That's nice.
Yeah. So these 2 are going to use their fire breaths on you. So exhale, 15-foot cone. Yeah, you're going to get whacked with this. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw twice, please, Balgrim? DC is 11 you're looking for.
Because I am hasted, I have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay, so give me 2 dexterity saving throws at advantage, please. And you're looking for 11. So the first one, ooh, you pass. You'll take half damage.
So the second one,
Yep. And half damage again. Okay, so this is 2d6. So you will half this one, and then 2d6 again, and half that one, and that's fire damage. Round it down.
Mm-hmm.
And that is them. So, magma flies. They've been. Unfortunately, we're on to the big boys now. We're on to the fire elementals. And they are gonna again use multi-attacks on you.
Ooh.
So the first one is gonna be a +6 to hit.
Ooh.
So that'll hit. And then the second one, so 16, 17, 19, so both of them will hit, yeah. And this is fire again, so I will do 4 and then just add 6 on top of this. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 points of fire damage.
To me?
Yes, to you.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's
So-
tough.
Yep.
And that is the magma boy's turn. So we're on to Enric, who has finished filling his water skins and is gonna start dashing away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's Enric's turn. Seraphon, we're on to you. Enric has just like, pew, like bolted out of there, like Speedy Gonzales.
Henrik, you coward.
He just wants to go home alive.
Well, he can. Right. I'm seeing what's going on.
Oh yeah, you
I've
can
got
see Balgrim
one-
getting battered.
I say ball grab, so I will mount the horse in their name,
Okay.
which uses half my speed, which is 15 as Seraphon,
Okay.
and we will move to shoot. Well, I will dismount using the last 15 on my movement.
Okay.
So that's all my movement done. And
Nice.
how far was it from there to there? Okay. And the horse will move back. And I will
Bye, horse.
attack this imp.
Okay,
What
so
else?
you're.
Lava
it's
bug.
called a magma mephit, but I've just been calling them magma flies. So you're looking for an 11 to hit.
And for my AC is 13.
Yo,
Combat
your AC is
currently.
13. Okay. Yes.
I am. Okay, I will hit it with just as. My smite hit.
Oh.
I shall, may as well.
You sure
That's
smite it?
I will smite.
Okay.
Today, the
21 hits. Yep.
And 18. And 7 radiant.
So how much is that altogether?
25.
Okay, so I need you to give me. Actually, that's a good thing. Is it within? Yeah, so all of yous give me a dexterity saving throw, DC 11, as this thing explodes and magma just everywhere. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you're
so
not
I will
gonna-
take
you're
half damage.
No, is it not with evasion? You don't like nothing, or if you pass, or
If I fail, I only take half damage.
okay,
Still.
okay. So
Yeah.
you do get splattered.
both
Oh
of them will-
shit.
You
And
fail.
both of you will have a +4 to your save rolls because you're
Ooh.
within 10
Oh, I have a
feet.
+4. Okay, so I save.
Okay.
So no
So
damage.
13.
Thank
So I
you
got
for the aura.
13 then.
You pass
Nice.
as well, and then
Mine.
Seraphon. Yep.
My dex.
Dexterity saving throw.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so
Nice.
you all pass. So everyone will take half damage apart from Soren. You don't take anything, is that right?
Yep. Correct.
Okay, so you all take half of this apart from Soren. Round it down.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, oof, that could have been nasty.
Okay, so that's 6.
Oh.
And minus 6. And I'll attempt to strike this other one here.
Yeah, go for it.
Uh,
You're looking
Get
for
my
an 11.
condition. 11.
11 to hit. Yep. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Smash it.
Yeah, well, May as well. Radiant and Divine Smite, that's 9, 14, 18.
18. Well, this thing's looking very, very hard. It is still up though, like it is like hanging on by a sugary bit.
And that is my... Wait.
Wait. Pause.
Wait.
Pause, champ. Yes.
Hold.
Yeah, the one in front of Soren and the one in front of you, Seraphon, they are barely holding on, like they've got about 2 hit points between them.
As my bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith upon myself.
Oh, okay.
Plus
so that...
2 AC, so I'm 15 AC.
15. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Okay,
Is that you?
that's me.
Mr. Sorin, we're on to you.
Okay. I'm gonna keep working on the one that I was working on before.
Yeah, as long as you hit it and you do above a 2, you'll you'll get it.
Okay, this time I'll use my silver stake though.
Yes, nice.
21.
Excellent.
10 piercing damage.
All of yous, same again. Dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh boy, this is bad.
Yeah, yous are looking for an 11. Okay, so Soren, you make it. Alright, you make it. Belgrim, dexterity saving throw from you, please. Yes, so you'll take half damage and round it down. So, yes, 5 fire damage each.
6 minus 1.
I have to say now, I am down until the half of my hit points, so I have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Is it not 20%?
No, it's half
Wait.
of my...
Half of your HP, and you need to save for
half
friends?
of my HP.
I thought it was 20%.
No, let me check.
Double
it
check, because
says, like-
I'm pretty sure it's 20% of your HP.
If you start your turn with fewer hit points than half of your hit point maximum, you must succeed on a DC 8 Wisdom saving throw or move directly toward the nearest creature and use the attack action
Okay.
against that creature.
So on.
So if I start my turn with fewer hit points.
Okay. So when it swings round to your point, we'll do a thing.
Yep.
Okay, so that was my first attack.
Yes.
I'm gonna pivot.
Pivot!
And I'll run around to the fire elemental.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna use the silver stake on it with my extra attack.
So you are looking for 13? Oh yeah, hits.
13
Nice.
damage.
Okay, so that is... Okay.
Okay, and then I will burn a key point and do 2 unarmed strikes. I'll do 2 quick sidekicks at it, baby.
Bam, bam. Yeah.
Nice.
That hits.
Okay, so the first attack,
Okay.
and then damage.
Yeah.
And then the last attack, ending my turn.
Hits, yeah.
Another 8.
Okay, this one's looking pretty hurt.
Okay. Iron Fist style.
Bits of like lava just like starting to pour out of the sides of it, and the form's starting to kind of like wobble. It's not really holding itself together very well. It is still
I'm gonna look at Balgrim and say, "Hang in there, Balgrim. We're almost out of this." Yeah.
Speaking of Balgrim,
Yeah.
Sir, would you like to try and control yourself?
Yeah.
Because of our level up to level 8, I took the feat Resilient and choose Wisdom for I can use my proficiency for the Wisdom saving throw.
Smart.
So
Wow.
a little bit more points. But that doesn't help if you roll a 1. So I'm starting to get frenzy.
You go into frenzy. Yes.
Oh, Jesus
Luckily, the magma is right in front of you, so...
Yeah. Let's hit it with everything I have.
That's so funny.
Oh no.
That doesn't help if you roll
Balgrim's
a 1.
gone to frenzy so much.
And you've only got 2 days to the next full moon. This is going to make so much fun.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
That hits.
Nice. Here comes it.
So that's 19.
And I roll a 1d6.
Mm-hmm. 20, 21, 22. Oh, I think that's maybe enough. Let me see. For
Okay.
this boy. Yes, that's enough. Does anything happen when this one dies? I don't think it does, but let me just double check. Elemental, radius, creature, space, blah blah blah. No, thankfully, this one does not explode into a fiery bomb, and yeah, that one just dies.
So those two are next to me.
So any of them.
I will. So I will attack the
The other magma?
elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're looking
The
for
second attack.
13. Misses.
12.
Yes.
Doesn't hit. So
No.
last attack because of haste.
Mm-hmm. That one hits. Yes, yes.
Nice. So, here you go.
14,
1d6.
17.
And
Ooh,
6 lightning
20,
damage.
23. Ooh, this one's looking pretty hurt. It's looking pretty hurt. Nice. Anything else?
I don't think so, no.
So, Bulgrim. Okay, so fly. Well, poor little fly. Oh my god. What's their intelligence? -2. No, he's not gonna try and run away. He's just stupid. I was gonna see if he would maybe try and right. So this percentile. Let me see. Oh, he gets his fire thing back. Okay, so Bulgrim is gonna do his little fiery pew pew on you. So if you give me a dexterity saving throw, DC 11, please.
Yeah. Yes.
Recharges nicely. Oh, you're gonna get the full whack of this one.
Shit.
Yeah, so you are gonna get 11 points of fire damage.
Oh, wow.
What is the aura? Does
+4.
Oh.
+4.
Yeah, the
That's
aura.
oh, then I did. Oh,
Half.
thank you.
Paladin aura. Yeah.
Let's see. So what else can it do? That was its kind of like rechargeable wee one.
Thank you, Seraphon.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Oh, this might be good. What type of armor are you wearing, Bulgrim?
It's a chain shirt +1.
Okay. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please? DC still 11.
Yes.
Ooh, you pass. Nice. Right, let me read this. Don't know if anything happens if you pass.
Still wanted to melt my armor.
Yeah, heat metal.
Oh!
Yeah, so I think nothing happens then. I just don't think the spell goes off by the looks of it. I'm just double checking. Spell save. Yeah, so you pass, nothing happens. It just
Okay,
kinda
nice.
like points his hand at you, goes ah! And then it just like the poor thing's dying. Right, magma flies are all done their turn. It is the one remaining let's see, fire elemental. Yeah, so it's probably just gonna do yeah, why not, Soren? It's gonna spin round and look at you because you've been kicking the shit out of it. It is gonna try and yes, multi-attack you. So this
Okay.
is a +3 to hit. Okay, so the first one will
Mamma mia!
this 14, 15, 17 for the second one. Will they hit?
Second one hits. Yep.
Okay, so this is... So all of this will hit you then, yeah?
Yep.
So 4 of these plus 6. 17 plus 6 points of fire damage.
23.
Jeez.
And that is him. He's done. Enric. Play that same song! He is just gonna try and get to the edge and start kind of like going like that to you as if to say, come on, move. Seraphon, on to you.
Look at Enric. I was like, shaking my head.
He just wants to get there.
This dragon needs to kill Enric. And I will swing at the lava fly in front of me.
Yeah.
Just normal. No smite.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
misses.
That misses.
You need an 11.
Second attack.
That
16. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, 17.
Explodes. Right, all use dexterity
Explode.
saving throws, please. 22.
Plus.
Yep. Let's see.
Yep. Coming.
Soren, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yep. 19.
Okay, so
No
you all
damage.
pass. Yeah, so you take no damage, and you two round this down half. Yeah, so 2 points fire damage. Okay, and that one explodes.
I'm looking really cinched up.
Thank you, Breezy. Anything
I will-
else? Yeah.
I will move. Bobber's still freaking out, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looking rabid, like a rabid dog.
I can take your scratches of love. Bobber.
Okay, Soren, we're on to you.
Okay.
This
I'm gonna try
thing's
and finish this
looking
thing off.
pretty banged up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
See, I told you, Bulgrim. I told you we'd do it.
you looking for a you're looking for a 13 to hit it.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
13.
Yeah, this thing
Nice.
just like it starts dissolving, crumbling, cracking until there is nothing left of it, and the threat is gone. Congratulations, you have bet your first bunch of monsters in
Wow.
Tavros.
Tavros.
Wow.
Now,
Very nice.
Bulgrim, how are you looking?
I'm singed in different parts of the fur I have,
Yep.
and I'm looking like a bit of charcoal.
Oh my god.
Because haste is also like go away. I immediately drop to the floor. I'm like, okay, wow. Let me lay there for a moment, or for 2, or maybe for a whole century.
So, that's a good point. All of yous give me constitution saving throws, as you did have a very tough time getting here with your low rolls. Yeah, yous all take 1 point of exhaustion.
One. Even with the +4?
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck your +4.
Your plus
I hate you. I hate you.
Listen, if your
Never coming
rolls...
back.
If your rolls previously, like a 12, an 8, yous are getting a roll of exhaustion. Yous are getting a thing of exhaustion.
Okay. We are exhausted.
Yes, you are. You're
Yeah.
exhausted. So disadvantage on any of your like ability rolls and stuff like that yous are doing.
Cool.
Cool. So you have cleared this area. Potentially, this might be somewhere you could rest. It is coming to evening time. By the time yous have cleared all the magma stuff away. No freebies? No freebies around here.
We should maybe like a big house. How about this one? Like, this looks big enough.
Yeah, that one does look big enough.
Sure.
You say house, it is like just rocks, like
Or
barely hanging
or
on.
a rock or something, yeah.
First of all, I'll just lay on hands for the full 35, just to get you back on your feet.
Nice.
And I will. I guess anybody else will do what's better.
Oh, I'm fresh like a fiddle.
Fresh as a fiddle.
Fit like a fiddle. I don't know how you can. Oh yes, the wording says.
We'll do a prayer of healing.
Okay. So yeah,
That's not too smart.
Enric kind of like.
For everyone else.
Enric comes back over and he's just gonna check the building quickly just to make sure nothing nasty's inside. Yeah, sure, looks safe enough. He's been rolling terrible tonight.
We should just drop in the well and just leave him there.
No, he got us to fresh water.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then he ran away.
He just kind of like shrugs as if to say, "You would have done the same thing if you're in my shoes."
No, I did. Just like on all fours, I'm like crawling to this building because I'm so tired to get up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll spend the time refilling the rest of the water bags. To wash the soot and dust from my face.
Yeah, yous are blackened. Like, it's horrible. You know how like sand gets everywhere? This is so much finer than sand. Because yous are like sweaty and kind of a bit sticky. It just like, just all sticks to you. It's nasty.
Yes.
But yeah, Enric has a wee nosy inside the building and kind of thinks to make it a wee smidge bigger so he's all kind of fit in, squeeze in. Thinks that it'll be suitable for the evening.
Okay.
There we go.
It's a magic building.
Yeah, it's getting bigger and smaller.
Moving.
Ooh, there we go.
Yes, okay. Well, I think we should definitely set a watch. The next leaves flying. Creatures didn't seem too bad, but new spire elementals were something else.
They were nasty.
I immediately
Yeah.
fall asleep.
Baldur's just
Bo
out for
will
the
take the
count.
last watch.
Yeah, he's left watch. Or just maybe not watch it off.
Okay, so Enric again will go first. Enric. Balgrim will be last. Okay, who's wanting to do second watch and third watch?
Ooh, I can do second.
Ooh. Okay, so Soren. And then Seraphon.
The third.
Perfect. So yeah, Enric kind of like whips out the rations and just kind of like settles in for the evening. You just pull out your wee kind of like bedrolls, and it's, I mean, there's not really like a roof to this thing. It's really just kind of like the 4 stoned, blackened walls that are barely hanging on, but you know, you think it'll do for an evening just to give you a little bit of shelter as the wind kind of like moves the dust through the cracks and the crevices and the broken, you know, bits of stone. And Enric will do a little perception. Perception's pretty good. Aye. Let's see. Okay, so that's fine. Thank God, he's a ranger. So Enric passes, and he kind of comes in and gives you a little shake, Soren, to wake you up.
Okay. All
So
good.
survival or perception?
Okay.
17?
17.
Nice. Yeah,
Mm,
perfect.
mm,
So when you're
nice.
lying here, kind of like having a look outside and doing a wee wander around, thankfully there's no more magma flies or earth fire elementals that spring up. And
Okay.
you can just hear the kind of like dusty wind kind of beating off the sides of the rock.
Mm. Okay. Any sounds of the smudge?
You can give me perception, this one will be.
Okay. Give a listen.
8.
8.
I mean, it's kind of like a wee wind tunnel where you are. There's a lot of rocks around you, so it's hard to kind of like drown out the sound of the ash kind of battering off the rocks.
Okay. Nice. All right. All right. That'll be my watch.
Seraphone,
So your phone. Wakey
So-
wakey.
survival or perception.
Thank you. Sorry. Survival?
Okay.
I'll have to see it.
5. Oh, that is pretty grim. Yeah, unfortunately, that's gonna be a fail. Yeah, that's really pretty low. I will do a little rolly roll and see. I closed it, didn't I? Yeah, I did close it. Let me bring this back up. Okay. Again, thankfully, they are not very perceptive. Let's see. Unfortunately, they are pretty perceptive as another fire magma
Oh, no.
walks past and sees you guys resting inside. And yeah, I need you all to roll for initiative again.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thankfully, it's just one, so you should be able to dispatch of it. Not too bad. Let's see.
Oh, that's totally fine with 4. I'm just so
Where's-
asleep.
Where's this thing sticks?
Fast asleep.
15, 16, 18. So Soren, you're first. Then it'll be the fire elemental. Then it will be Warhorse. Warhorse.
Run away.
Let's see. After the Warhorse, it's gonna be Enric. Hold on. I rolled for Enric. Yeah, that tracks.
Jesus Christ.
My rolls have been awful. So Sarah for
This is the worst ranger I've ever seen.
Hey,
Please.
he's trying. He's trying, okay?
Just kidding.
Martin would never.
No, Martin would never know. He's good at perception, he's shite at everything else. Okay, so, let me see. Now, unfortunately, because at this point you haven't really had a long rest, Balgrim, your hit points will not have get back to where they were.
Thank God Seraphon healed me before.
Yeah. So Soren, you're up. You see the magma worm. I keep on saying magma worm. The fire elemental, like, kind of like, I kind of like look in the window and start like screaming at you.
Just as a reminder, so Balgrim got his 35 plus 12, and Soren got plus 12 back
Okay.
from the prayer of healing.
Prayer of healing.
you. Thank you. Oh,
Okay.
I got plus 12 back, then I'm full health.
Woo! Excellent. Huh? Good
Okay,
thing no
nice.
one's exhaust. Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah. That is cat's worth.
Okay, I'm gonna go out
Mm-hmm.
side and unleash my fury. And
Unleash.
even though I'm still waking up, but I guess an adrenaline will hit, and I
Ah.
will try and take this thing down.
Oh, that's
That
so close.
hit.
20. I saw the
Yeah,
21.
nearly rolled
Ugh.
over. That does hit though. Yep.
Okay, so silver stake attack, 10 piercing
10.
damage.
10 hits. Yes.
And then
See the
we'll do
piercing
second attack.
Ability checks.
23
That hits,
23
yeah.
to hit. Or
Oh
10
Oh my
god.
god. Okay, yeah, some pretty good chunks out of it already. Cool. Anything else?
And then I won't burn a key point, but I
Mhm.
will do just a bonus action unarmed strike.
Okey-dokey's.
So just a normal bonus action attack. Ooh, 12.
12. Hold on, I think that just misses, doesn't it? Yeah, you're looking for 13, so that just misses.
Okay.
Unarmed
go.
strikes, are they magic or?
They have key empowered strikes.
So
they
it's
are
still
count as
magic.
magical, overcome resistance and immunity. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, so we're on to the little fire elemental boy. Move through spaces narrow enough without squeezing. Torches, 5 feet. 5 or 5 additional elements. D. So is that just its movement then? Enters creature space. Yeah, so it is. So basically this elemental is gonna do like a wee kind of run round all of yous, and it basically leaves a trail of fire on the ground within 5 feet, and it'll try and hit yous all. Hostile creature, fire. So I think it actually leaves a trail as well by the looks of it. So it would have done like a. Oh no, that's not right. Delete. I'm drawing an eclipse instead of a freehand. Right, so fire. So it would basically went ooh, no, why is it doing that? Okay, well, that's what it looks like.
No.
So it touches all of yous.
Okay.
And yous will all take immediately 1d10 fire damage, and then if you stay in it, like near it, so yous are taking 7, yous are gonna get like it's tick damage. And then Soren, it is gonna try and attack you with its little multi attack. So 2 attacks and it's +6 to hit. So it's 15.
That misses.
Okay, so
second hit.
second one. And this is fire damage. So 2d6 plus 3 fire damage. So 12 fire damage.
Okay.
Yes. And that is his turn. That's all I can do. Right, so Warhorse, we're on to you. Yeehaw! Giddy up.
The horse and I can communicate. I can communicate telepathically with the horse too. Not that there's much I can really to do.
Fly, you force.
This is pretty much the horse will it just trots off to the well.
Okay.
And it takes a drink of water.
Okay. Sippy. Cool. Seraphon, we're on to you. Your horse is away drinking. So there is a trail of flame in like your vicinity, so you need to try and move out of it, or you're gonna take 1d10 fire damage.
Is there only one exit in the building?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna make my way out of this building. So I move past Walden,
Mm-hmm.
Hendrik, and come out fully. What's the? I got 5.
Okay, so you pass
15,
through.
20, 25,
So you will
30.
take 1d10 fire damage for passing
Yeah.
through it. So 8 fire damage.
Okay. No
Bernie.
problems. Ouch.
Ouch.
And yeah, I think that's as far as I can move there. That's far I can't move anymore. I will swing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will do that. I will swing.
So
With
you're
my
looking for a
trusty-
13.
Oh, because I had the horses. Ouch, shit, I was closed. Right.
No damage reduction
My
for the
characters.
dragon. No, this one, no. No,
9.
it's not a fire dragon anymore.
Cat sheet. Please open. So I can use you. Alright. So, right, we'll have to do it live. Okay, so the Great Snake Hammer is a... Right, let's just do it manually then. A 20 plus 3 plus
You named it.
plus 3
Are
plus
you-
3 plus 3. Yeah. Oh,
Are you rolling with the
I
horse?
oh yeah, I rolled with the horse. I rolled a 1 too. I didn't even see what I rolled because it was. So the first attack misses.
Uh-huh.
The second swing
Misses.
Nice.
the damn horses cursed me.
So that's a miss and a miss from Seraphon.
miss
I mean,
And
you're,
miss.
you're half asleep. I'm not surprised.
Bonus action.
mhm.
Bless. Was it bless for +2 AC?
Okay.
Because that would have faded.
So that'll take you to 15 then, yeah.
So, yeah. And I
Ah.
gotta pee. Be right back.
Okay, Balgrim, we're on to you. You
Okay,
are.
first of all, I wake up
Yeah.
and be like,
You just
What
see fire
hell?
all around you.
okay, I try to get out of here,
hmm
and then I see like, okay, this thing stands in my way. I'm going to attack it.
Yeah, so you're gonna take 1d10 fire damage because you're starting your turn in the fire. 10. Oof. 10 fire damage. And, yep.
You don't like me, die. You don't like me.
And you
Oh.
can attempt to
Attack.
attack the fire thing, yeah.
I will attack it. First of all, I'm going to damage myself.
Mhm.
I like to do myself some damage. So,
Even more damage.
2 damage, and now my weapon makes lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
To attack. So, that. Oh, that misses. Second attack.
Uh-huh. That has. Oh my god. So 14. Okay.
And 1 lightning damage. So
Okie
that
dokies.
was it.
Yeah, so you are rudely awoken by screams of your comrades, and then you see the fire all round you run out, and then, I mean, with your first attack, because you're still half asleep, but thankfully you managed to clock it the second time.
Okay.
And...
Yeah, then next one, please.
Okay, next one's actually Enric, who is resistant to fire damage, so he's going to take half this, because he is a red tiefling, so 2 points of fire damage, and he is going to try, and for the first time, actually try to hit this thing, so he's going to take out his maul, and what is it to hit? I think it's a +7 or something like that. Let's see. First attack. So what's that then?
13?
That misses. No, wait. 13, is that not what I need? It's 13, yeah, so meets it, beats it. And
Yay.
it is 2d6 for them all. 3. Okay, it's better than nothing. And then his second attack. That'll miss that one. And
Yeah.
any bonus actions that'll help? Nah, nothing. Okay, Soren, we're on to you.
Okay, time to see what I can do with the stake again. As I plunge it into it and hope to kill it quickly.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Hits.
8 hits.
Yes.
8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Extra attack.
Ooh, just, yeah,
13.
beats it.
Beats it. 11.
Okay.
And then bonus action, unarmed strike. Just a single one.
Hits. Ooh.
7.
Okay. Yes. Chunks
Okay.
are coming off of it, but it's still standing.
Dang, okay. Alright, then my turn.
Ooh. Soren, you're also gonna take 1d10 fire damage because you're starting your turn. So 7.
Okay.
Yes, unless you want to try and move away, but then you'll proc opportunity of attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there and
You're
take it, I
basically,
guess. That's-
unfortunately, standing on a small trail of fire, which is just licking up your legs.
Yeah, okay.
Right then, so on to the fire elemental. God, who's it gonna attack? Decisions. I mean, Soren, you did batter it last, so I mean they're not intelligent, so he's just gonna go for you. So,
Okay.
plus multi-attack, so this is a plus 6 to hit. So let's see. So the 18 will hit, the 2 will not.
No,
And
yeah,
this
okay.
is 2d6 plus 3 fire damage. 10 fire damage.
Okay. I'm still up.
And it's done that, so yeah, it can't do anything else. That's him. Warhorse. Where's the warhorse?
Just swaying with my hands up, taking the hits.
So the
Warhorse.
warhorse has
Warhorse.
taken. The warhorse is drinking its water. It appeared to be drinking, but it hasn't swallowed the water. The warhorse
Refreshing.
comes over and it spits its water at the fire elemental.
Okay, roll a roll a d20. Roll a d20. We'll see if it hits. What's the roll 4d6.
I'll be right back.
11, so 22. Warhorse, how do you want to do this? How does the warhorse kill the fire elemental with his hose?
So the horse of the day just like kind of like struts over and just like and like spits all over the water, and as it like dissolves and just disintegrates into nothing, it just like flicks its ears like and just like trots off to have another drink.
Excellent. Congratulations. You have
That could have gone really bad. That was amazing.
defeated the fire elemental that the crunch of the boys. You boys are crunch.
Oh, crunch.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Oh, dear me.
Right, so
The warhorse is the MVP of the session.
literally, yeah. Yeah, the music is crunchy. Okay, thank you. So yeah, unfortunately, these things are really immune to a lot of different damages, but they are very weak to water. So that was good thinking. Okay, so you guys can go back and go for your sleepies.
Oh,
And
Thank God.
Balgrim, it's your turn. You're up for the final watch. So if you want to do survival or perception,
But I still have the how you call it, exhaustion.
aha, yes.
Okay, so I did this
So
with...
it'll
Okay,
be
so I'm going...
flat roll if you're using any
So
of
I'm going to listen.
Hmm?
I'm going to listen. So that's then advantage, disadvantage. So it's just...
flat roll. 22. Wow. Okay, so not only do you hear something, Balgrim, but just for like a couple of seconds, you see something. So you're standing inside this broken, dilapidated, ashen building, and you're kind of looking out through the cracks to kind of, you know, not so much that you want to go outside because you've now seen, you know, the fire elementals, these magma flies, like all over the place. You just think staying indoors and doing your watch is probably going to be a better idea. But yeah, you're looking through one of the small cracks in this rock. And outside, you can hear what sounds like soft footsteps walking past the building. And the footsteps sound as if they stop right next to where you are looking out. And you're peering out and you're trying to see what it is that's making this noise outside. And you see nothing. And then just this blackened eye, like, kind of locks onto yours, blinks. And it just goes...
Well, okay, I immediately awake, wide awake, and I'm trying to. Okay, I'm getting out. I'm trying to look.
And yeah, you can give me a perception.
So this is now a disadvantage because I'm looking and not listening.
Let's see. Oh yeah, 24, absolutely. So you come out. There's no one there. You can't see anything. The wind has started to die down, but you can still see flakes of this like ash that almost kind of like, yeah, kind of sparkle a little bit in the morning red haze that's now starting to kind of peer up into the sky. However, when you look down at where you heard this whatever it was outside, there are black smudges that look like footprints going round the building, and it looks as if this thing, whatever it was, had put its hand on the brick outside and dragged its fingers along, as there are smudges of black fingers that trace along the outside.
In which direction?
So it looks as if it
does the
started.
footprints go?
So it looks as if it just started from like here,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
yeah, and then just got to where you are, but there's nothing else, just the footprints, and then this drag kind of like smudge across the front of the building.
Okay, go back inside. And be like, okay. It seems like the smudge found us, or at least we encountered the smudge.
Oh, no.
There was something outside that looked into the building and then just screeched, and now it's gone. And I found this smudge outside, like footprints and fingertips, you can say.
So as you say this, Enric gets up and walks past you and goes outside and starts like kicking the ash on the floor over the footprints on the ground, and then takes just like a bit of his jacket and starts like scrubbing away the smudge marks on the outside.
What time is it? Is it morning now?
Morning. Yeah, it's morning.
Okay, so we did get long rest.
Just.
Just.
Yous have slept in a bit because of the fight, so that yous don't have a point of exhaustion when you wake up.
Nice.
Sheesh.
Why are you doing this? Why are you covering the tracks and moving this thing?
And he just kind of like shakes his head as if to say, you don't want this to follow you.
Okay, so if we don't remove this, they can follow us?
And gives you a nod.
Okay. It's good to know.
Okay, so smudge.
Should we go, or should we just check the other buildings?
He nods. He's like, yes, we should go.
Okay.
All right. Let's get out of here. See what this day has in store for us.
And that seems like a good place to wrap up tonight's session.
Nice. Yeah. Wow. Tavros. Lots of wounds.
Yeah.
Well,